Well, that's a new, I mean, that was the second problem. The first problem was it doesn't show the camera, but when I went to the older version, it started to. Hey, look, it's going.
Alright, so now this. Is that in the right spot? Or?
I don't know. Can you shut the lights off?
Oh, there is. It's hiding behind the monitor.
Huh?
Oh.
The cleaning stuff. He's like, I thought there was cleaning stuff down here. I'm like, I don't see it. And then
Well,
as soon as he comes down, I turn right there. There it
Well,
is.
that's Murphy's Law. You're not going to see it until you don't need it anymore.
So what was the? Did you move? What was going on?
I moved it out of my frame of view over there, but so I have no idea if it's lighting or what you want it. I just moved it so it wasn't in my frame.
Is there a specific cleaner to use on the epoxy here for the bar top?
No, I use anything. I get my hands on.
I was curious if there's something that's going to preserve it or.
No, it's epoxy. I don't know what you can do to ruin it.
Okay.
Scratch
That
it,
should
I
be
know
where
that
it needs to be.
I don't know. What do you think? You want to look at that? Do I look okay? Just a little bit. Oh, that's even brighter. You want to look at this one. That's the live stream. Look at the one that we actually filmed. That one's always washed out.
What one's this? This is the overhead.
I can't look at it without standing in front of it.
Yeah,
Do we need more brightness?
You look a little dark.
Oh, wait. I have answers to this. All right, here we go. Ready? Any better?
Yeah.
What about this one? Should that be brighter?
I don't know if that really did anything.
Oh, I could see it. It seems
Oh, yeah, it did do something.
See, it's because the white balance kicks in and then balances it back. Or is that better? I think that's
One or two.
Mr. Calling, Jen.
Everybody's been to the eye doctor.
So the question
What do you
is, does
think?
this all belong over here?
I don't know.
You're just staring, so I didn't know if you were waiting for something magical to happen.
That looks fine, I guess.
I'm going to put all these scrappies
Hard
over
to
here.
tell on this tiny little screen.
What are you doing anyway?
I'm trying to organize.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah. Well, since I don't have to pull anything anymore, since it's all here.
Since I've spent literally 30 minutes trying to get this fucking computer to do shit.
Yeah, I figure I can put my time to good use, and I'll start organizing.
Alright, so now that you changed.
Because you got so much stuff.
In the period of time that I could get all my computers to run like they usually do, you've managed to install electrical system for the pump
Stop.
and clean.
Well, start cleaning. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here.
I have to. What is this? Whiskey Sour number 2. Did we already make this coffee? December week 1. Yeah, we're done that. Is this? I don't have it. You know, I still don't get the clock working because there's just no time for shit like that.
We don't really use that very often. There, no. Floss more back. That's tequila. That's not here.
Yeah, it's gonna be bright for you because that camera has a pretty crappy ass white balance for some reason.
Right for me?
But this one is nice and rich. That one's washed out.
Alright, that should be okay.
Once we get a 4K camera, then we can.
Yeah.
It's
Well, when you make your millions.
gonna be before that. I can't make millions without your 4K camera. Thanks for my fruits.
No problem.
I'm gonna throw them down here in the nice spot. And I dedicate for that. We also have some food over here. Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to grab those scrappies and organize those too.
they are organized. See? They're all
I'm going
lined
to
up.
organize them out of the way over there because this.
How did you get room over there? Oh, you moved the absinthe fountain?
Yeah, the absinthe fountain is. So the idea is not to block those switches. That was
That's
my
an idea.
my first idea.
How'd that go for you?
No, it's working because I'm putting all the low bar, trying to put all the low bars.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I know. There's a couple bottles.
I mean, this is not ideal, but I'll figure something out eventually. I'll get better at this. But we can use the tip of that bar a little more efficiently over there. pull as we need it.
Oh, I think that should work. Alrighty.
Install all these bitters over here because we can put another bar caddy over here. That would be ideal. Doesn't make sense to have two bar caddies right next to each other.
No, it does not.
These are obviously really important because
Guess I should probably turn this way.
it is crazy that it's a problem
Yeah.
to have all this stuff.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And it's a cool problem. Don't get me wrong.
Not really.
I mean, it's better than
It gets old.
a lot of other problems. Yeah. So this is all miscellaneous
Here,
stuff.
this is my shirt.
Oh, there you go. You pick one up? Nice.
See, I got little rolly things.
Perfect.
God.
Yeah, because you know what? I told
also
Courtney,
got
she's like, yeah, I'll help him. She'll help when she gets back. So I'm thinking like we can get like some white shirt. You got a white shirt now, but then we get
I do.
We get like matching vests or like a tie or something, or maybe like something different for each of us. That becomes our uniform for this.
I even bought T-shirts to put on it so I don't get the little pit stains.
Nice.
Cost me
Learning.
$1.75 for those T-shirts.
You got a couple of these little DiSerrano bottles, huh?
Yeah, those came from Tails.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense now. Where to put them?
If you can find room on that other shelf, but
No. Keep
So,
working on it. So this
we got
is
this
another
this
one.
week.
Oh, you got a couple. You got? Did you buy a set of these?
No, my Bonnie did, and then she just like bought way too many. So she's like, "You want something?" I'm like, sure.
They're perfect for your glasses.
can you fit in there without me moving?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good luck.
Just like everything else.
Yeah.
All right. I think
All right.
we're
So
ready
next
to go.
thing you need is a shelf for
We
glasses.
got a hashtag in there.
Or tall glasses.
NK Dream. Huh?
Now you need a shelf for glasses.
I don't know. You know what? I was
10K
thinking,
Dream.
if I had shelves here.
Mark Roper,
little
Mark Roper.
shelves, Maybe.
No, not
What's
up.
going
No, I must have hit a button.
on? You think? I'm gonna have a hemorrhage. Look at this stuff. It's
You
going
almost need
nuts.
them like. So.
What do you what? What do you think?
How
Where
about-
should you put them?
Ideally, they'd be down here. So
Ideally.
because they're near the tap and they would keep the
If
dust
you didn't
away.
have, if I
If
didn't
you
have,
didn't have a
bunch
shit
of
ton of
tequila.
alcohol, yeah.
So my father comes over and he this is the first thing he does. He walks in and he goes, "Can you just hit fade 7, please?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Your lights, they're only fading between 3 colors." I'm like, "I've never really noticed." He's like, "It's always red, green, blue, over and over again." He's like, "You know it has like a bazillion colors if you just hit fade 7. I'm like, "I didn't know what 7 meant. It just has a number like fade 7, fade 3. I don't know." He's like, "That's how many different LED colors it'll flip to." I'm like, "Well,
And there
I
you
could
go.
have said that."
What
Who knew?
is this? Beard wax. Where is this from?
Beard wax. It's not beard
Oh,
wax.
barrel wax.
wax for leaks.
I might use it on my beard.
He was like, "Oh, you don't have a beard, Derek. I could use this."
Goal achieved. 30 minutes of exercise.
Good job.
These are reviews.
Were there 2 of these remotes? Or just one?
There's 2.
Okay. Did you have the other one?
What?
Did you just have the other one? Or
Yeah,
did I
it's
go
right there. You just put it in your hand.
There's another one.
Those are the 2 remotes. One's for the lights on the top, and one's for the lights on the
Oh,
bottom.
I thought there were 2 for the bottom because they were just
There are
2.
2 for the bottom.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Okay, maybe there isn't.
Crack smoking.
I could have sworn there were 2 for the bottom because there were 2 sets.
Yeah.
No.
They run off for one, but I thought there was.
No. That's my water I brought over.
Yeah, for tastings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
And these are, okay, so
Wait,
look how much space we got now. This is great.
Well, I don't know which one. I think. What is this? Jesus. Well, I thought you were cleaning. You just moved it all right here.
Kind of. There's an organization. I don't know where to put these yet.
That's.
But that's pretty much all I moved over here.
All right. Well, these I don't know.
What's that
These are.
purple stuff? Is that what you're reviewing?
Figling? Could we just get rid of the boxes for that, or?
Where are we gonna put the bottles?
We need a box for like tastings and samplings and like all those little nips you have. Do you have a nip box?
Yeah.
Somewhere?
We used to.
Put them in the nip
We
box.
gave them all away.
Oh, you
You
must
can
have
give
a,
all the nips
you
away.
can probably find a box, right?
I gave all the unopened ones away.
Don't listen
I
to
mean,
her.
the great thing about these
I
is
gave
they're
all
labeled.
the unopened ones away.
Well, I don't know. How do I know what's open and what's not? We didn't use them all.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. There's more over there. Don't go.
But when we need a peated whiskey. Wait, what? This, yeah. Okay, so I'll show you what the plan was with those. That didn't happen. They were supposed to get drank during New Year's Eve. I
That's
had this
okay.
idea that
This is
if
for
you
the
put
next
stuff
one.
here,
People drink it.
they just take it home.
So this is the perfect service area because it's off to the side. It's kind of on the way up. We just put stuff over here. We don't have to walk around with it. It's right there. So service.
Whatever works for you. I don't care.
I know.
I mean, that's fine. I can put all this right back over here.
And then if
pretend
we
it's
can
not
clear this
existing.
off, then that's like we could use it to cue stuff, or we could use it to put stuff off camera. Which
Clear what off?
Just this, which is like a lot better right now, I think.
But those are just review. I don't know where to put those. I just can't break them.
Yeah, we'll just put it over here.
This fruit I want to use before we use any other fruit. Only
This was
because-
your extra bottle that.
Yeah, I haven't.
been
I haven't
cleansed.
figured out how to solve that problem
You
yet.
need a nipple.
I don't, we have those. I gotta figure out where that. Oh, I know where they are. Right here. So these probably won't work.
This is. You have so much specialty here too. It's like.
No, that I want to. I just want it to go away.
Okay. So this is.
That can be given away or thrown away. I don't know. I have so much stuff.
So maybe a box or an area for stuff that you want to get rid of too.
Yeah, this nipple will work, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Keep the bugs out.
Yep.
I like.
Yeah, it's that's what it's for, but it's for the speed pours.
Yes.
That's right over. Are you just drinking that, or you know what? Do we have a beer glass? I'm thirsty.
Yeah, there's some right there.
Oh, look.
Oh, that's right, because the tap works. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, my dad was here.
How do you know?
Because there's these
Schmutz.
are dirty. And he comes over. So you know what he does? Yesterday he comes over, grabs some beer, he's like, "This is good." I'm like, "You made it!"
Glad you like it. Thanks for making it.
Okay.
Okay. Cthulhu Tiki.
That's just broken.
This is
Well,
broken?
Sort of. I didn't want to sell it, but I had that happen to it.
Oh, it's got like a deformity.
Yeah. He said he usually quality checks it, but I feel bad throwing it out because it still works. It's just
Good.
Ian, you got a new Cthulhu tea glass.
get a new one.
New, old.
You got the
it's
second.
same. Alright, I'm gonna try that beer too.
There's a beer glass.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
put that cap
clean
on.
this off with some.
Alright, what are we
You
gonna
guys
review?
gonna start this or what?
What kind is this that your dad made here?
That is kind of an old speckled head of British ale.
So what do we do here? Multi-purpose cleaner. Get the schmutz off.
Switch remover.
Schmutz remover.
This is my temporary shit. So what are we reviewing first? I don't think this remote's needed here.
Works well on schmutz.
We're ready to go, peoples! Yeah, how's that for white balance? Yeah! Jumped right in front of it. So, we could probably drink this one?
Sure.
That's weird. I don't think that's supposed to come off. And we'll review this secondly.
So we got these Disaronnos, these Chardonnays. We'll figure that out.
Flip this around so I don't see myself. Flip this down so I don't see myself.
It's like malty. Too many bars carry like nothing but IPAs anymore. There's not like
Right.
a big selection anymore.
I know! You notice there's hops in here, but you can't taste them.
Yeah, it's you get the malt out. It's good.
And it's probably like 8%.
Everyone's all about the hops.
Everything. I'm okay
Ridiculous.
with hops, but you know what?
Yeah, sometimes
Every
you want
single
something
time?
else. You don't need hops
Yeah,
all the time.
No. That's right.
I'll put these with your other remotes.
I just need one remote that you don't have in your hand. The one that starts the camera recording.
It's not over here.
Well, that's sad.
It's probably
It might be over there. What, you think I don't have enough remotes?
Maybe you get a couple. And I'm gonna move
An
one of the.
abundance of everything.
There's not actually.
I'm gonna organize your bar caddies later, so those need to be organized too.
Here,
Just so you know.
before you organize those, where's my remote? You didn't see it anywhere. A little Sony.
Well, I'm quite familiar with the remote. I just haven't seen it.
I can walk over and hit it, but I gotta remember that shit.
There's no magic with that.
Oh, I just found it. It's
course.
behind my computer.
Do you want this other light? Where's the third light? Oh, it's
We
behind
never
you.
had the third light.
It hasn't been. No, it's
We
been
haven't used the
away for
third
a
light
while.
since the first week.
Oh, okay. Would it
Why?
make sense to put it back here, or is that
I don't know.
throwing too far? As long as it's behind the camera.
Yeah, well, as long as if it brightens this up though, then it's hard to get out of there.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And it's 1,000 LEDs.
All right. Baby steps. We'll get there. We're gonna review this first.
Yeah, you want to go get some Crucian coconut. Good idea, right?
We don't do shots for this, right? We don't do pro shot,
We can do shots.
but you can do it later. And Dervasa. Cool. Dervasa? Desvasa? Der?
D. I don't know. I've never Das.
Desvasa. Desvasa. Of course. Alright, so we got.
No, I'm gonna go Dare. Sounds better.
Der.
Anybody know Dare die Das?
Dirty Das. Dirty Dozen.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, are you wired in?
I am.
Did you check for bumpies and everything?
No.
We'll just do that while it's recording so we know. I like to see some bumpies. Talk, Jennifer.
No. Don't want to talk.
Talk, Ian.
Hey, what's up?
Why? Stop making me
What's up,
talk.
boss man? Is
No.
that the volume?
Yeah. There's 2 mics.
Testes.
Testes!
1, 2, 3.
Here we go! Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Stewart. That's Ian Andrews. We're finally ready to go. We're going to be reviewing. What do we?
How do you pronounce this? Figli?
Kleiner Feigling.
Feigling.
So,
Sounds German.
Kleiner, small.
Yep.
When you put the ling on that bottom, it's diminutive.
Okay.
It's a
little
play on
fig.
words. Right. Well, Feigling is cowardly, so it's like a little cowardly thing.
Oh, hence the little eyes on the bottle.
But it's a play on words because
It's a fig.
it's a fig if it's capital F, and it's a homonym. It's a capital F is fig, lowercase is cowardly. So it's kind of like it's a little cowardly fig, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting.
So it's a fig liqueur from
Those crazy, funny Germans. So this is a product of Germany, right? I'm guessing?
Yeah, it comes from Niche Imports. Those are the same folks that are going to do Mezzen rum. Those are the same folks that do Stroh.
Okay.
Those are the same folks that are bringing Lauren here
In a couple weeks?
In a couple weeks for the 29th recording. I don't know when this review is going to go out. I hate when I always come up with all this great stuff at the beginning of the recording, and I don't know when the actual episode's going out.
Because we do with these first, and we don't know.
And then we push them out whenever. So he's coming in for that. So this is kind of the import company.
Get that sweet smell of figs.
Okay, do you like figs? Question that. Do you like figs?
I love figs.
Guess you know what I like figs? I like fig Newtons.
Yes.
I like but what I don't necessarily know if I like too much is, do you ever see the Fig Newton brand has come out with like all these like additional things that I
they're
buy
all
by
good.
mistake?
It's all candy. It's all good. It's all sweet.
You're good with that?
I'm good.
Like
with
they have the
Newtons
apple
and
ones that are
apples.
like an apple pie almost.
Bring
But
it
when
on.
I like Fig Newtons, and that's the taste I'm used to. So when I went to the store, sometimes you don't notice that the little fig is missing and there's an apple there.
The apple's really close. Like
Yeah.
the strawberry Newtons, you can't screw up. The blueberry Newtons, you can't screw up. Color-wise, apple.
I don't know why, but like I pick them up and I'm like, oh, these aren't the right ones, and my daughter didn't like them. She's the only other one that eats them besides me.
So you got to eat them all.
Now I
First
just
world
buy-
problems.
I know.
I had to eat all the apple Newtons.
It wasn't good. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit play on this while we're here.
It's actually really good with a little bit of water. Because this is kind of potent. We tried this before. They sent along these little
It's
nips.
easy to try when you get a bunch of these tiny little candy.
Yeah.
It's like Pez. It's like a Pez dispenser of alcohol.
So they sent this. There's 10 of these in here. It's basically you just open and you pull out one.
And then there's
they
one
fall.
less.
There's one less. It's ridiculous.
What is this Pez?
What a great way to
They got hats.
walk into a party. You just see these
my
little
son took one of them.
nip dispensers.
Oh.
But they're cute. They're just like they're kleine feelings. Kleine.
Feigling?
They're small feelings.
Yeah. Super small.
Yeah.
Kleine.
It's 20 ounce. It's not even a shot. It's like a
20 ounce or 20 milliliters?
so 20 mil. Sorry.
20 ounce?
Not even a shot.
Not even close to a shot. That's
When you're this big, 20 ounces isn't even a shot.
No. Dang.
When you drink this much, no, 20 milliliters, which is like 2/3 of a shot, if you consider a shot to be 30.
Yeah, so those are good party introductions.
Yeah. What a great way to like us. Say you're having an adult party and you want to give stocking stuffers. That's like
Yeah,
you buy one of these sleeves and you just throw it in everybody's stocking or whatever.
A sleeve. That's a good name for it. It's like a golf sleeve.
Yeah,
like
sleeve of balls, sleeve of nips.
Sleeve of nips.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, I love myself a nice sleeve of nips.
I think about the wizard sleeve and the nips, and it's like, whew, mine went dirty. The wizard sleeve. You know, the wizard sleeve. I'll tell you later.
Is that Urban
Spoiler.
Dictionary?
No, it's the wizard sleeve. It's like another term for female anatomy.
Yeah,
part.
well, I think.
Because the sleeve hangs down like that. And
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, you got it. The wizard sleeve.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Just who comes up with that? That's
I don't
gonna
know,
take a
but
long
Jen is
time.
not looking at us right now with any kind of appreciation for this.
So we didn't put this on the rocks, which is obviously how they're going to suggest, but because that's
But we
how
want
you
the
do it.
taste because
Right,
we
you're
want a
gonna
little bit
lose
of
it.
warmth that brings out the flavors.
It's not potent from an alcohol standpoint.
It's different with
It's
water. I think it's sweeter with
20%.
water.
Yeah,
Because trying this, it was really.
Yeah, it's a little direct to the face. Like
It's definitely a little bit stronger.
no, I got a sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Well, look.
Yeah.
So you think this is more potent?
Maybe not as much. I think I had a different
No, it's
impression.
got a little bit more alcohol though.
Yeah, and the aftertaste of it just
Got
straight.
a little bite.
And if you drink it on the rocks, you're gonna get a little bit of the dilution effect, which we're simulating with water.
Right.
Without chilling it and
Without
like,
losing any of the
losing the
alcohol,
taste.
or if there was imperfections in it, you'd be able to taste them better if it's warm.
Mm.
This, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Would you say super? I mean,
It's not super sweet.
super sweet because
It's not syrupy. It's kind of a thin. For a 20% alcohol liquor, it has like a thin feeling to it. Oh, you finished yours first.
It's not that hard. Let's go
January 15th, 2016.
I didn't. I win.
Yeah, don't do
No.
that.
Oh, that's really easy. So,
Yeah.
it has a fig taste to it. It tastes like kind of like a fig Newton without the Newton,
Yes.
which is a hard thing to describe. It tastes like a fig. Like if you were to
Like, yeah.
actually take a fig, but figs aren't
Right now,
they as sweet as this.
I'm wondering where this plays in a cocktail, perhaps. I mean, I can see
You
sipping this
can
as a
make-
liquor, definitely.
Yeah.
I could see maybe, like, as a substitute for, like, an elderflower, if you
I
like
would-
the fig instead of the elderflower.
You know where I would
Maybe
do
with
though?
champagne. Put this with a
Oh, I
champagne.
think champagne.
Yeah.
I think that
Or cava or prosecco or whatever. You got.
anywhere that Sambuca is called for, I think this could play.
Sambuca.
Yeah, because
Really?
because there's people who love Sambuca.
There's people who don't love Sambuca.
Right, so if you don't love Sambuca and you want to be able to put something in, this has the same level of sweetness as Sambuca, a completely different flavor. So it might clash with certain things, but there's not. When you look at where Sambuca typically plays, it's always very present. Right, it dominates the flavor.
This seems a lot more light and floral, though. That's what makes me wonder.
Right, but Sambuca is sweet and has like that very distinct flavor. So
It's
I'm just
sweet.
going from a like for like on a.
Where does it fit in terms of other spirits?
Yeah, like if like let's say you wanted, maybe not with coffee, but some people do like little Sambuca shots or chilled Sambuca.
Yeah.
Boom. You
I'll do some
a
Sambuca with some coffee beans as a
Right.
aperitif or an
There
appetizer.
aren't a lot of cocktails I think that call for Sambuca, so I'm wondering if you could be able to play these in there because it becomes a distinct flavor. I think it would be better in a martini like that with an elderflower
Yes.
instead of an elderflower.
You could do instead. Oh,
It's too much.
think of like
too much
a
floral.
lychee martini.
Yeah.
Instead of using lychee liquor, you use
Well, yeah, because lychee liquor's kind of weird.
and this, but this is a little bit similar in that it's sweet and floral and
Right.
yeah,
Maybe with gin.
yeah, I could see
Right,
that.
you could
Yeah.
play it with gin. Just
Right.
I would.
But an
still,
American
a
gin,
quarter.
not something too junipery maybe or dry.
Yeah, but a quarter ounce. I don't think you need to get too crazy. with this product because it's got such sweetness to it. Elderflower has the same level of sweetness. You very rarely see a cocktail called for 1 ounce of elderflower liqueur. You got gin. You're not looking for. I thought you wanted an American gin. They're all down here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I have a New Amsterdam gin.
Thought you might.
You can
You
put
can't
it
call
in a
yourself
beaker.
a bar if you don't have New Amsterdam gin.
Right. So there's a little bit in there.
Well, I know where you can get more.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm trying to
Are you
eyeball that.
rinsing it? Using it as a rinse? Or was there really enough in there?
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Yeah,
I
your
don't like the
pouring
pour.
is weak with you. It's the
Pours is strong in with.
you know what it is? It's the short nose
It
on
is,
that
yeah.
on the bottle. So if I could make a suggestion for the folks over at Niche Imports or whoever would make these type of decisions, I would suggest this. While this bottle is cute, is it?
Yeah.
While this bottle is cute, that neck is way too thin.
Yeah,
So you
it's
end
too
up
short.
with all that liquid pushing straight out really fast. And then you
Especially
slow
when
it
it's
down
full.
and-
I mean, mostly when it's full, right?
Yeah, either that or you have to take a big ass swig.
Or two.
Yeah.
But I mean, that wouldn't be too hard. It's tasty stuff.
But I don't know. There's not a lot
What
of
do you
bottle sizes.
The gin kind of mutes the gin.
Hmm.
Same people.
Different.
Interesting.
It's a little longer.
Yeah.
Does this have a slow pour on it though? Oh shit. no.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger. So the gin didn't do anything? I think you can make it work. You just have to play around with it.
Yeah, definitely. I think the combination is right, but
Maybe the juniper forward because it is a little bit lost. It actually gets a lot more on.
I'm thinking it might be good in a martini, like a vodka martini.
Yeah, and then just keep pouring it liberally until you get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. Kleiner.
Making shit up on the fly.
And this is gone. Kleiner Feigling. Fig liqueur. That is something we've never done on the show.
No, if you get a chance, it's worth a try. I mean, I think of it as a lychee liquor or a.
It's a sweet accent. So
Elderflower,
liqueur as
yeah,
a liqueur as a liqueur should be,
It's kind of floral, and, yeah,
but different.
floral and sweet.
Yep. All right, we're done. We're teaching you how to drink.
Nice. Hey, look, we'll put this on the service area, so I bring it up when I go up.
Whoa, that sounds like evolutionary. Shit, what are we gonna do with all these now? Oh, I know.
Party favors.
Yep. You know the party. Where's my brother? He's gonna come pick up this Christmas gift. Well, that's not a good idea.
So, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Did you want to watch the game or?
Yeah.
Figured it out.
I
What
got
are we gonna do for dinner?
Chris is gonna come up for the game because he's
We got
talking to me
kids.
again though,
I'm talking to you now.
and Dan's gonna come over with his brother-in-law and maybe his nephew because they're all Jalitha's family's visiting.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Dan was in work today, he's not in Monday, but he'll be coming over tomorrow for
right.
the game. And Lincoln's gonna come over halfway through because he's working, so
Yeah.
it'll be a good crowd. I think Jay.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out what to do with the
Bearded
kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, I meant to say this before, but come over and watch the game. I don't know what I'm doing for food or booze yet. Dan said he's gonna grab a handle of gin and we'll make something. So
We have like take shit. I don't
well, I usually try to plan like a couple drinks ahead of time, like so I know what to buy for like mixers and stuff. But I just haven't had time to think of
Yeah,
it. So
and we have to figure out what we're gonna do with the kids because
bring them.
there's
not a lot of
No,
room.
they
No.
won't.
They won't sit still.
No, they'll get bored and then they'll be like, when are we going? When are we going?
Hey, did you see I put
No, we have to figure out
Oh,
food
no.
since the game's at 4:30.
Oh yeah.
When we leave
Oh,
them
that works.
here, we need to at least leave them with a
Something.
supper option.
Yeah.
Well, that's responsible.
Yeah, you know.
They're such good parents.
Cut that side. Cut this side. See, Jennifer, I put it in.
Oh, that you put in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this fits your laptop perfectly. You're not gonna hit your laptop.
No, this.
Yeah, no, that works. What'd you cut with? 10 snips?
A razor blade.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I have in the house that could cut that.
Nice. Are you gonna line the whole thing? Is that the idea?
No, that one's gonna have a copper one.
Oh, nice.
That my father
drip
was
tray,
trying to
yeah.
make, yeah, drip tray. And then that one, I don't think there's even need over there.
Eat that poo poo. What?
I don't know why we would want to eat that poo poo.
We could fix it, so.
Yes. Peggy.
Alright.
Peggy the stir. Ready? It's still recording, so I'll hit it.
Hey,
Stop.
is this whiskey? We can do Boilermakers
Shit, I
with the
didn't-
beer.
I don't even know how much it costs. I don't know. I literally know nothing about this. Should I look at it?
Yeah, let's look it up.
I have a computer here.
Let's go into the battle armed.
Oh, I should probably stop the clock while you're in.
Holy crap, you have even more bitters down there.
Yeah.
Huh? Where? Oh, those are the ones we got, like, as party favors?
Oh, at Tails.
I get better for people.
So ideally, I can move these over this way.
How are you going to move anything where?
I'll put these all up on the bar, then I'll shift beer stuff over here.
Beer stuff.
And bitters and stuff.
Yeah, you think so?
No, I don't know. I'm working on it. Mentally, I'm working on it.
You know what I haven't been able to find yet? Did you ever figure, have you seen the Cinnamon Simple syrup from last week?
Is it in there?
I can't find it in there. It doesn't matter now, but I just was curious.
It's good. I must have put it in there. I'm pretty sure I put it in there.
That's probably in there. I'll look for it. You look at the rest of it, or whatever we're doing.
Oh, it's like coming slowly. Just like I like to. Is it a BG Reynolds?
Yep. It's a red label. Is it hiding back there? Is that it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, it's like hiding, tilted behind the ice wine.
No, it's a review. God damn it.
Oh, is ice wine in there still?
Yeah. Why you want some?
Sure. Pour me some.
What do you want? Ice wine?
Sure.
Ice wine.
Oh, look. Figged bourbon.
Oh, really?
Okay, this is like marketing here, but there's no prices.
Not enough
Sure.
for now?
Ice wine. I've bought that for people, but I've never tried it. Is it like sweet?
Try it. Yeah.
You bought it for people?
Yeah, I've given like ice wine to people.
It is sweet.
We have.
Oh yeah.
The alcohol hits you like in a little puckery way.
Yeah. It's sweet, but it still has a alcohol to it.
Nothing yet?
Yeah.
You gotta remember, sometimes I get shit that isn't even out yet.
Oh, it's so good.
That's. I like drinking like the
Oh, Trey.
Harvey's Bristol cream, like the sherry. That reminds me of that. Supposedly it's over there somewhere.
4 items.
Nothing, huh? How much is it?
Oh, it's just fucking.
How long did the bar construction take to complete?
4
Still
years.
not
Long
complete.
ass time.
It's not
Let you
done
know
yet.
when it's done.
Yeah.
Still, we got the pump ready to go. Now I need a plumber.
It's almost complete.
Right here, calorie bourbon whiskey.
Jesus, why can't I not? Why? Well, yeah. Why did you give me this as a result and then it can't find the thing on the site?
You didn't by any chance trip on what it would cost, did you?
That's what I'm looking for.
There's a lot of words in here. There's no about.
Yeah, I got nothing. And this phone's driving me nuts right now. Sorry.
How do you quality? We need testimony. I can't seem to see the back button.
I saw a review saying it's a bourbon like no other, but it's produced and bottled by Spectrum Spirits, North Charleston, South Carolina. But it doesn't say anything about distillation, so that means it's probably distilled there too, huh?
It has to say
Not those
something.
pegs, sir.
What is that? I can't make out the whole
Use this dollar to buy a custom neon sign.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Baxter. It's going right to the Neon Sign Fund.
Best blended bourbon, Calvary / Contact. Why do these look like they're all been followed?
Did you ever read their stuff?
I searched for Calvary, and this is the site that comes up.
Yeah.
Is the result in there?
That's exactly the problem I had.
All right. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's a bourbon. It might cost money.
Alright, I like the premise you're going with here.
It's wicked new. Google it today.
You know,
Sorry, it's taking way too long.
I just found a way to pop these things in here.
Too long, didn't read.
TLDR.
TLDR.
Instead of putting this generic Nestle water in the camera, we've got your new.
Nice.
It's not generic, it's Nestle.
Nestle makes chocolate. Oh, I put a
They
Q&A
make
video.
They
I
make the
forgot
very best chocolate.
No, German chocolate.
N-E-S-T-L-E-S, Nestle makes the very
Nestle is
best.
German, isn't it? Or Switzerland or something.
It's not as good as what we buy in Germany, or from Germany.
Ready? Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Somer. I've got with you seem taller. I got with me the extremely tall Ian Andrews. Yes, I know. I'm short. Anyway, so we're going to be reviewing what is known as Calvary Bourbon.
Last Stand Bourbon Whiskey, small batch American crafted. 45% alcohol by volume.
I went to Google. I couldn't find the price on it right now. So I have something from these folks in my email.
Oh,
I'm guessing,
well, maybe
right?
you should, that would be a good place to check.
They sent me a couple product though, so I'm gonna see if that's one of the ones. So you want to give us a dash of
Yeah,
of
so
water?
check out, these are cool. These are new in your
Yeah,
store,
so,
right?
Yeah, it's a glass measuring beaker,
Yeah, so it goes 5 tablespoons and
3 ounces.
3 ounces.
Then you can make it up after
And it
that.
also has milliliters. It's got double pour spots.
Yeah, and you know what that's for? I don't really understand the premise of this. Oh wait, no, I do. They said they did that for lefties and righties. And I'm like, but can't you just turn it around? But there is actually print. So if
Yeah.
you're measuring 3 ounces and you're what would you have to be, a lefty? Then
That's funny.
the spout would be over here, so you'd have to do this, and you have to look at the tablespoons for it. Because I was like, that's stupid.
That
But now
does-
it makes sense when you're
It
actually
does
reading
make
it.
sense. It sounds
It sounds dumb because you could just literally do that.
unnaturally complicated. It's a left-handed measuring beeper. Okay.
Right. For those lefties, I don't understand the pain. So my mother's a lefty, and she's always bitching about, I need a lefty store.
We'll never
And
understand.
there's-
As right-handers, we'll never understand the pain of
No.
a left-hander.
Question today: are you a left-hander?
Okay, I can smell.
Naturally.
Only one you wanted to feel
Does this
it
have
did.
rye in there?
Only when you wanted to feel like somebody else. What?
I smelled some rye in here.
Rye?
It's not a rye,
It's a bourbon.
but it's probably there might be
Small
some
batch
rye
American
in there.
crafted bourbon, actually. Let's see. If you have a good time, join the Calvary. If you want to have fun, join the Calvary. If you want to catch the devil, join the Calvary. I think I see where this is going. If you want to swell hell, join the Calvary. Aged a minimum of 4 months in new American oak.
Yeah.
Minimum of 4 months. This is a younger one then.
It is.
Is it right up in your grill? Produced and bottled by Spectrum Spirits North,
Brad's a
Charleston,
lefty.
South Carolina. Oh, we got
It
lefties.
definitely
in
has
the,
that younger,
lefties in the room.
you know, that younger, crisper taste. Like what was the stuff at the Tales of the Cocktail? Remember they had a few Smooth Ambler. They had like their young offering. their
Smooth
yearling.
Ambler sounds familiar.
Yeah, we went to a seminar and they sponsored the seminar. They had their yearling.
Yeah.
And it was like
Oh, that
I didn't
was-
care for it as much because it was like the younger
The younger stuff,
stuff.
is definitely a little
More
harder.
harsh, yeah.
It's like a silver tequila in some ways.
Yeah.
where It's like not aged, right up in your grill. Not always the most mature, so you're gonna get more
think
alcohol.
I might
Right.
like that a little bit better than the Smooth Amber yearling.
It has a
It's-
really
because it-
weird smell.
Yeah, it kind of smells musky like a rye, right?
Maybe that's it.
That's what I was getting out of it anyway.
I mean, I smell the oak in there and everything. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you would
obviously,
expect
yeah.
to, but there's something else going on.
Obviously.
Obviously. I mean, like,
That's my new
really.
friend, obviously. Duh. But for a younger whiskey, if it's only aged for 4 months, I mean,
It's got some whiplash. 45%.
it tastes like
A
it's
young
got a little bit
whiskey
more maturity than a
and
young
barrel
whiskey. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a minimum of 4 months.
Maybe longer.
But it said new American oak, so it's going to be very bright on the oak. Yeah, you can wash that out with some high proof beer. And I'm guessing, based on the fact that it doesn't say otherwise,
Shona brew.
it's probably produced actually in South Carolina, right?
Yeah, because something we learned from
Right.
Dales is that
And it's a bourbon.
bourbons, if they are distilled outside the state they're bottled in,
They have to have like MGP's address or whatever. Like
you have to
Louisville,
say what state.
Louisville.
Indiana.
Indiana.
You have to say what state it was distilled in, the state
Yeah.
of distillation. That's
So if you take your bourbon bottle and you flip it around, and it might. There was one I just did this the other day and it worked. It says Indiana. Like,
which is MGP.
Yeah, MGP, and it was rested at. And then if you Google around, and the other thing you could do is if you want to know, MGP is one of the bigger distilleries. It's only like 2 big distilleries in all of the U.S. Most brands go through them. They have like labs and everything where they can build their whiskeys. They can rest their whiskeys there for a price, right?
So, for example, Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 4.4% alcohol, distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace in Franklin County, Kentucky.
They are. Well, I mean,
They're one of the ones that do their own.
So the real trick is the way you can often tell, and this also worked. I think I was talking with Dan when we were doing this, but if you have a whiskey, let's say that it's in New York, it says this whiskey's 8 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you go and you Google the company. The company's existed for 3 years. How is a 3-year-old company have an 8-year-old product? They didn't even know they were going to have a product
Because it was aged by
because it
MGP
was
or something.
right because they went to MGP. They bought the liquid, the spirit, the product. Then they might blend it or do whatever, or do nothing and just flip it out, put a label on it. That's how you get an 8-year-old product from a 3-year-old company. They're buying the product already made. Is that bad? It depends on your way of
that's
thinking.
not bad because I mean, small companies, distilleries, like we learned, distilleries are expensive. Small companies can't just start up and just start distilling because there's no income stream until
So you buy these products, you taste them. They're a product you can get behind, and you label it, you put it out, and as you're selling product, now you're able to go to the lab and build your own, age your own, and then within X amount of years, put out another product that you make in house.
Yeah, so you start a revenue stream with the bought and
With your
manipulated
label.
product with your label until you can get your own thing going.
Exactly.
If it takes.
And I know people like Kurt aren't necessarily so appreciative of that per se, because there's people who have very die-hard whiskey fans, and they don't like the idea that somebody could just buy a whiskey and put their name
label it. Yeah.
Well,
there's more than that. I mean, you can buy it and then age it in your own formulation of oak barrels
Blend
and
them.
do your own blends and stuff. So there's that.
This is right now it does taste a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
Got more oak. I would like to see how that plays out in a whiskey sour.
Yeah.
With egg white, because
A
egg
Boston
white.
sour.
Yeah, like in a Boston sour, the egg white's gonna grab onto like those tannins from the alcohol, from the oak. It's gonna subdue it, so it's not as
The
intense.
flavor comes out pretty good though.
Yeah,
without
and I think the
intensity.
rest of it played into that cocktail is gonna be probably a nice sharp bourbon flavor to it.
Which I kind of like in my whiskey sour. I like it a little bit.
I like my whiskey sour to have some balls.
Like whiskey balls.
Just like whiskey balls.
Okay.
So that is the Cavalry. I'm from Boston.
Boston.
We didn't have cavalries. Can't stand it.
Calvary.
Yeah, Calvary.
Yeah.
Last
Not
name
Calgary.
whiskey,
Calvary.
45% small batch American craft.
Yeah.
Good. Question of the day. Do you like? Does it bother you if a brand, it doesn't have to be alcohol, produces or buys a product and puts their name on it? Because I think this plays out in a lot of things. For instance, let's say.
Well, a lot. Whether you know it or not, most places do that because
Right,
you
we
buy
have one
parts
here.
or something, even if they're assembling.
Do you see the fiendishly over there? The fiendishly horror bitters, or you might know where they are. See, here's another example. So Bitter Cube bitters, cherry vanilla bitter cube, horror infused.
I got a story about that.
Really?
Yep.
See, they look the same. Same
They
bottle.
do, same bottle.
Same
Same company.
Right? So the folks over at Horror and Clay wanted to create a product, and they gave them a spec and said, this is what I kind of want. I want something that goes with tropical because it's a kiki type thing, right? They built them a product, and he gets to put his label on it.
Right.
But he didn't
He
sit
didn't
down and do the chemistry to build the bitters. He didn't distill them. He didn't do all the work. He didn't register with the TTB. That's all done through another company.
Right.
Does that bother anybody? I'd love to know, because people have also said, oh, you just shouldn't brand your stuff with CMC.
Does it bother you?
No.
Doesn't bother me either.
I like good product. It only bothers me if you buy a subpar product and sell it with your label.
Yeah.
Because I don't buy a subpar product. If you're famous and you put your name on a subpar product to bring up the quality of it, that bothers me.
I agree with that, but that's an endorsement. Right. I mean, if you buy into it and you have a part of the company, that's a whole different story.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had a story about this?
Oh yeah. You know what? I made a Negroni with that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So.
With the cherry bark?
Yeah, with the vanilla cherry bark. So, but I didn't make the classic stirred Negroni. I made it's a stirred.
An egg white?
No. So stirred Negroni with Bristol sherry cream instead of vermouth,
Yeah.
which I always do because I love Bristol sherry. Harvey's
Harvey
Bristol cream, because I can drink that by itself. But then I added like a bunch of drops of that into it. I stirred it up with ice, and I kept it in a glass with a big ass ice cube.
Right.
So it dilutes over time
And with Campari.
with the Campari, and I liked it with the cherry bark vanilla as a add-on. To
Does it dilute some of that bitterness?
That's what the ice cube does, I think. By having an ice cube in there, it helps.
That's Campari. Like that's tough.
And I know you hate that.
That's like
I like a Negroni. So
if somebody was to kick you as hard as they could with both like a groin protection and without, either case is still gonna hurt.
But one's gonna hurt less.
Yeah, maybe the bitters are like your groin
Protection.
protection
Yeah. Groin protection,
cup.
aka bitters.
We're done.
Yeah.
You got your questions. Answer them. We are teaching how to drink.
Nice little dance.
Huh?
Nice dance. Okay, I'll go grab some ice.
That's what I do.
You've reviewed Ciroc, haven't you?
I have not. I don't know if I reviewed Ciroc. I've used Ciroc. I don't have
I think
any
you
left.
have.
I don't know if I reviewed it.
It's a vodka, so
Yeah,
I bought it
but
myself.
it's made out of
I know it's highly regarded.
Just not by me.
grapes.
Grapes. Yeah. Fruit. Yeah. I think it's grapes. What's the best drink to have? My parents stopped fighting. The best drink you can have is some passion fruit and apple juice.
Passion fruit. That'll keep anybody from stopping to fight.
All right, your beer is in this shop, just FYI.
Mine or yours?
Yes, yours.
Is it now?
Well,
Is it
it's
the
at
one
the
down
very
here?
bottom.
Is that better?
That's the same.
It's just now in the very
Yeah.
top
Is
corner.
this better?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what to do. What do we do with these energy drinks? Salt is good. We should keep salt because we need salt.
What are you trying to figure out what to do with the energy drink?
All right, so I'm gonna go upstairs and get some ice. We're gonna start making some cocktails.
Oh, I should probably figure out what they are. Oh, that's one
It's
right
right
there.
Cointreau.
Oh yeah, this is an easy one. 6 ounces of orange juice. So here's the thing: you want to use fresh squeezed orange juice, or we don't have Cointreau, by the way. I've been looking for it for a long time, and it turns out I
You're
don't.
probably right. Alright, while you're figuring that out.
Do you want to do fresh orange juice or not fresh?
Yeah, fresh orange juice always.
Alright.
Put more in my
Do you have
cup,
room in your
bartender.
whiskey? Tab?
Why's it cold over here?
Well, that's too tall.
That doesn't go in there. Oh wait.
He was trying to find a home for it.
Wow, that is really tall.
I don't know how tall that was. Shit.
So tall it might end up being a giveaway.
Well, whiskey sours.
There you go. You have a party tomorrow. Except you're doing whiskey sours.
I still have like.
Nope.
Not acceptable.
I still haven't even cracked that bottle of 2 gingers.
That's an Irish whiskey sour. You're making whiskey sours.
Did you want to try this whiskey gin or?
My ice one.
Whiskey doodle
ice wine? Whiskey and ice wine. Make a new drink.
I have some oranges. Oh, you want to grab some oranges from upstairs? I got fresh oranges for tomorrow, but
Young.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, is there some upstairs?
she just doesn't sound like she likes them.
Some less than fresh.
Yeah, get the less than fresh ones that are. They should be all lined up anyway. Is that ooh because you've been drinking ice wine and you just put bourbon in your mouth?
A little bit, but it's super.
Refreshing.
I don't know.
It's refreshing, isn't it?
No.
That's what you want to say, isn't it?
No.
Refreshing.
No.
Do people make a living out of drinking off this YouTube page? Because I'm a gum. I plan to make a living off this YouTube channel and some other stuff.
You're gonna come live with us? No, you can't come live with us, Trey. Sorry.
No. I have no more rooms for people. I've already got kids.
The new person is here, and then I didn't even go up and say, see if the mother came. I'm such a bad parent.
Well, going up there now is not going to get that done.
Well, if she's here, then I know it's too late. If she's not, then I can tell Brianna to come get me.
No, she's been here for a while.
Ah.
I was coming downstairs when she showed up. Oh, Bombay.
Was her mother there?
I don't know. I came downstairs.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sure Brianna could have come get us if. Like, no, I'm not going to come upstairs. We're downstairs drinking.
I talked to you on the phone. That's all you need.
You said you knew me, so.
That's right. Then you should know where I am on a Friday night.
Where's
You know
my?
me.
Is that the spot or is that just there?
I think that's a spot.
The one on the M?
I think. Ian said the mark's right here. Is that good? So I'm guessing.
Did you get the thing so it's not all zoomed weird where there's going to be fuzziness or whatever you didn't like last night?
I don't know. It still looks like there's.
Did you do something that you read that said you should have your frames?
It's on 30, yeah. Or 60. Sorry.
That would do.
Shutter speed of 60, yeah.
That one's not going to have any volume to sync it if you don't turn the mic though.
Oh, want me to unplug it then?
Oh yeah, that works.
There's no use to use that mic and burn the battery.
That works.
Yeah. Not that the syncing ever works anymore.
I don't understand why that's an issue.
I don't either, but it is.
Yes, walnut bitters and everything are pretty good. Do you already made a Long Island iced tea
You
breakdown?
don't make episodes with your wife anymore?
Um,
I'm here.
she's made episodes with us
We don't do the
like a couple months ago.
ABV.
I don't know what that means. How long have you been watching the show if you were wondering why I don't make episodes with my wife? I've only made
I've only been
once
on Coffee
every-
and Cocktails a few times.
a couple times a year. Tip for the bartenders. We get a 5. Thanks, David. Woo!
What the heck? I think hookers like to drink when coming down from Oxy because I got 15 minutes before game time. Tip for the bartenders.
Tip for the bartenders. I got it.
I'm occasionally on.
What is he doing upstairs? I thought he was just getting orange juice.
The kids probably distracted him.
He just needs, like...
Oh, Mookie's heading to the liquor store. You want anything? Can you pass it through the internet, Smookie?
They get a rum.
Yeah, because we need more of that.
Yeah, we do. Oh, Jesus. Ah!
Problem with ice wine is it doesn't last.
Drank already? What is your favorite drink? Go watch the episode that was posted 2 hours ago for all the answers on what my favorite drink is.
Did the kids distract you?
No, I was watching these things and making more ice. And Faith came out. She was looking for a towel.
What?
They're in the hot tub.
Oh. Oh, good.
I'm like, I hear voices. I was gonna go drop them in like I try to do sometimes, but.
Did you bring a knife down?
Break the copy in. Good job.
I will bring a knife and a cutting board though.
Oh, yeah.
My hands are full.
That's true. A cutting board is probably a good idea, too.
And I'll move the glass so Ian doesn't break it.
What?
And I'll move the glass so Ian doesn't break it.
$120 bottles of rum is not too much. This is pretty cool. Oh, got it. You wake up in the gutter anywhere. How do you know you had too much rum?
That you drank too much rum. You don't own too much rum.
And there's no way to tell if you drank too much rum because
Could be whiskey.
you could have been
tequila.
drinking anything. Could have been drinking some crazy green drinks. Whoa.
No coyote ugly dances, sorry.
Get my little sharpening balls up there.
What?
This has been getting dull, so I'll sharpen it up a little bit.
Is that you think it's gonna do anything? Find it.
Wait, what are we doing? We need a glass.
Oh no, that's the least. I got all the rest of the stuff.
Highball.
I had the other stuff. I didn't
not
read
there.
further.
Looking for praise?
Good
Good job! Way to go! You guys slap each other on the ass? Isn't that what we do?
No, that's what football players do.
Oh, right. Oh, shoot. Wrong context. Now I'm gay.
Now you're gay.
You always were. You just didn't know.
Tip of the bartenders. Holy shit.
Now Derek's gay.
No, just
I got all my gay over you. My gay all over you. Are we eating this
Wanna
orange?
start these?
What? You don't like it?
No, this looks like a good orange to use.
It's the oldest of the oranges.
It's the elder orange.
The orange.
We're shaking straining?
We are.
Oh,
Wait,
I don't know
I
what
don't
it's gonna be like. We'll find out. in the
It's
video,
a
I guess.
Highball, we just filled in,
yeah. You can,
right?
yeah, I mean it's a highball. Basically what I did is I took the drink that was submitted.
Yeah.
Apparently I didn't hit enter after the ingredients, but I took the drink that was submitted and turned it in, and I used that highball episode we did
Yeah.
to get the ratios right and
Right.
adjust them from what they originally were.
That's all this is.
And I think you just build it in. Should we probably stir it?
We don't even need to. We can just dump some. Once we dump the ice in there, we'll just go like this with the ice. Whoop, whoop. No,
that's is that the professional way of doing it? Oink, oink,
wait,
done.
wait till you hear the sound. You'll say,
Alright.
dead on. I can't believe you knew what you're talking about, Ian.
You think we got 6 ounces within these 5?
Oh shit, 6 ounces?
6 ounces?
That's right. Fresh squeeze. That's right.
Well,
We got enough. If we can't get 6
oh
ounces.
wait, I got more down here if we really need.
But wait, there's more. Right, let's go with this.
You call now.
You know what? Let me cut these ahead of time.
All right, and
Let's-
we're ready to go whenever you're ready. Then.
I'm gonna save a little bit of time here. I'll cut 4 of these, 3 of these, and then I'll.
Did you start recording on these cameras
I
yet?
did.
Oh yeah, let's go right into there now. That's going right in. Sharpened.
I love it when it goes right in.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen.
Yes, I said that on purpose.
That's what she said, literally.
No dry badge here.
She's like, I'm gonna beat you guys to it.
Yeah,
All right, I'll cut one on camera.
Ready? Welcome to Combat Cocktails. I am your host, Derek Schomer, and I've got with me Ian Andrews, and we're going to make yourselves a cocktail.
We're gonna make ourselves a cocktail. That you
We're
get
going to
to
make a
watch.
cocktail for you that you don't get to drink. Sorry.
Lose.
This is called the Gin and Orange Special. It's a 3 cocktail combination, a 3 ingredient cocktail build.
Yes.
It's got oranges, it's got gin, and it's got orange or citrus liqueur.
Sounds like a highball.
Sounds like a highball. So this recipe submitted. Oh wait, there's a producer. Sean is the producer. Yeah, you don't get in the way of Sean.
He's right here.
All right. Sean is producer. This was submitted by Matt. His name is Fanfic Rocks on YouTube, and this was submitted probably like 3 years ago or so.
So it's a recent submission.
yeah.
By Derek standards, yes.
So when I went through on the creation of this drink, I saw that it wasn't exactly these proportions. So I said, I'd really like to make a cocktail that's basically well balanced right from the start. That's just gonna work. Wait a minute, didn't we do an episode on this before? It was called How to Make Highballs or something.
Yeah.
Creating highballs. You got some crazy stuff. Wow, that was nice.
Well, I'm glad I.
Did that and
Yeah.
didn't miss. So what I did is I changed this to fit what we came up with as a recommendation for highballs. When you're pairing a drink, gin and orange juice, for instance, what we found, and I don't think this is exactly like we just discovered this. It's a thing that's already been there. For a highball ratio is 2 ounces of spirit or what was it? It was 1.5 ounces of spirit to 5.5 ounces of juice. That's if you're doing like a screwdriver maybe, or a gin and gin and pomegranate.
Yep.
stuff like
We
that.
did 3,
did
I think, on
cranberry.
that,
Yeah, we did 3 different ones with different spirits.
This was a little while ago, but
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
it was, I don't remember. So in this drink,
I
because
do remember that it takes a lot of oranges to get... When you asked me if I wanted to do fresh squeezed, I completely forgot about that part.
the fact that
How much squeezing it is.
Yeah,
But it tastes so much better.
It does taste better. Fresh squeeze is always better.
So squeeze ahead of time by like a half hour, not too long because it'll oxidize and it won't have the same taste.
And some juices last a little bit longer. I think lemon juice tends to age better than like lime juice.
Yeah, and orange juice probably is fine.
And
You'll lose some of your...
if you want to get professional, you can start using malic acid and stuff to preserve that.
Yeah, make it like a citrate or
make
make
it
it some sort of stabilized orange.
Yeah, but that's something we can
That's
talk
more
about
than
later.
you would do with this type of drink.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I did is because we had this added ingredient of the premium. We're using O3. It called for the original recipe called for Cointreau. I'm out of fresh out. So I'm using O3 premium liqueur, which is this a Balls brand or no? It's De Cooper.
It's definitely bottled a little nicer than the rest of the stuff.
They
sorry.
It tastes really good too.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. I
So
remember that was included in our orange, like our triple sec tasting.
yeah, this is like a really badass orange Julius.
They have real tools, like
Blenders?
none of these are real tools, but that aren't real tools. But they have like big presses and stuff, don't they?
Yeah. But it's much better when it's hand pressed. It's like
It's like a Rainbow Gin Fizz that's shaken by hand. It's so much better.
It's like farm to
I don't know
bar.
about that.
Farm to bar. So he's pressing that. So what the ratio ended up coming out to in this case is I did alcohol to juice. Now we have an episode coming up this week for just cocktail balance, so stay tuned for that. That's going to just be about cocktail balance. We're going to randomly select ingredients and make a cocktail by using a specific ratio that we'll talk about in that episode.
That last orange there to get the last
Call the two on
quarter
one.
ounce
Oh, you
out
got
of
it?
here.
You need another orange?
It's a quarter ounce.
Throw it in
harder,
there.
Ian.
I think
Quarter ounce.
I think we're gonna.
Add ice, it'll be fine. And then a true common man cocktail
It
style.
tastes like orange juice.
And true common man cocktail style. Sometimes you just wing it. We're just off by a little on the meniscus. And then we're going to. Oh, that's sugary. You can tell because it's growing on the edges.
It's crusty.
Then we're gonna add those. We'll add the ice. You could add the ice first. However, when you're doing a fresh pressed drink like this, if you notice how long it took, I forgot to start the timer.
The ice will be melted by the time.
Yeah,
you
the ice will be melted.
Woot!
Woot! We got a woot from David. Woot, woot.
Oh, there's a high five coming in a second here.
Yeah, we'll give David a high five virtually by giving each other a high five and feeling the pain. That was actually kind of pussy. So.
You're welcome.
So anyway.
Can you lift your arms this weekend?
I can. I didn't work them out. Well,
So
I
in
didn't work
this
them out hard anyway.
this type of cocktail, I would add the ice last.
That way you know.
Sure we're not going to need to stir this because we don't have freshly cooled.
You know how I'm gonna stir this?
Do it. Just do it. Come on, do it.
See? Look.
That is the.
That's what David said.
Just do it. Come on. Just do it. Ah, my arms hurt though. Shit.
Right. Does that make up for the last one? Is that
Wow!
better?
That was awesome.
So there's
Well,
our.
I'm not going to be using that hand. Hey.
That's our gin juice highball right there.
Oh, I should be taking a picture.
Are you? Oh, look at that. Look at you being all fancy with that straw. So what you may want to do that I didn't do with these oranges is you may want to double strain them because there are little tiny seeds and stuff and maybe pulp you want to get out of there.
If you're making this for like a
Somebody
bar,
else.
Yeah. Or for somebody else, yeah, not just everybody down
Yeah,
here.
if you do your juice ahead of time, then it's easier to do.
Yeah, you could also do juice ahead of time. This is how I would do it. I would use like a little. We don't have any juice traps down here, like juice traps, like little juice containers. But a carafe. If you had a carafe, I usually throw some of that little sticky. We don't have any down here. They're over there.
Oh, a carafe.
Oh, that works too. But
Yeah, one of those would work.
I usually put a little bit of that sticky, not cellophane. What's that other stuff? Press and seal around it just to keep the oxygen out more than already is in
Like
there.
a
Put it in the
clear out type
refrigerator
thing?
until the party. Then you can take it out.
Less oxidation, yeah.
Right.
And
But
the more you
it's-
fill it up, the better because there's less trapped.
This is 6 ounces of juice right here. So
It took me 4 oranges. I mean, this may be a more viable drink if you're living in Southern California or Florida. I mean, you can buy those on every corner, I guess, for cheap.
here,
From what I can tell.
you can have this. You can drink through the straw if you want.
It's not bad.
I like the pulpiness of a cocktail. You'll also probably find, depending on where you get your oranges, it's going to be a little bit fresher taste to it, like almost like
Yeah.
you just squeeze an orange in your face.
That's really, I could drink a lot of that.
And if you don't have to look at the label to see if you're getting an orange juice that has added sugar or not. You know, you can get the kids version of it that has no sugar and whatnot. If you press it this way, it doesn't. Right, it's going to have just the pure. Oh, it's really cold. The pure.
That's what ice does. It helps out in that regard. It's cold.
That's what ice does. Yeah. No, but these weren't in the refrigerator, so
No, they weren't.
if you get orange juice in the refrigerator, it's going to be colder because the orange juice was in the refrigerator. This is fresh pressed. If you don't want to make fresh pressed, you don't have to. But I would try it both ways because the motivation to do what Ian just did isn't really there. If I'm sitting upstairs watching a football game
And
and
you
I'm
just
like,
want to drink.
I just want to drink.
Yeah.
I don't care. But
So
once
I'll always make myself a drink, though. I'll take the time to make myself a drink by myself.
Right, because you've done this.
Yeah.
That's the key. Is once you do this and then you do both side by side. It could be a long night, right? Side by side, taste them both, see what the difference is. When you have that fresh pressed flavor, you're gonna be like, "That's really good." It motivates you to when you get off the couch to make the drink that way because you're like, "I know I like that one better." So I want if I'm gonna make myself a drink, I'm gonna make myself a drink.
I think we've always said this. It's always going to be better
Boom.
fresh.
Yes.
You're squeeze your limes, squeeze your lemons. Don't.
But
buy
telling
the
somebody
free stuff.
that and then having them do it on their own and going, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's even better if you make them both and compare, and you can really
Right.
see what the difference is.
Making the other ones easy.
Yeah.
We're done. But this drink's taste profile is very orange forward. The gin comes in the last half.
It doesn't even kick yet.
It's like the fourth quarter, Patriots win. Like it's just right there. And yeah, there's not a lot of. I mean, we're using a London Dry. Not a lot of juniper coming out.
No, not.
None, really.
Not getting a lot of the
there's-
free out of that.
There's a little bit.
Probably balances it pretty well.
And it's simple to make. But hide the gin. There is a little bit of juniper actually, but I
Not
think
much.
maybe as you get down, depending on if bouncing the ice is stirring enough.
It does. It creates little vortexes in there. It's
The little vortex. You see the little vortex is flying all the way.
I did that too. So once it's down a little further, you can give it a roll.
No, I get a little bit of gin taste. It's just not
It's not intense.
It's not an intense gin. It's kind of like a screwdriver with gin.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra orange in case you just didn't get enough out of the oranges themselves.
So if you want to see more about highballs, I'm guessing you're going to link that episode down below.
I could probably do that.
Probably going to do that now. And if you want to get highball glasses like this, the glass Dharma
That's
straws,
a
you go to
Chicago highball, right?
Chicago highball and the Dharma glass straws, you can go to awesomedrinks.com to get those.
Yep.
Until was it February 6th?
Signs all moved over.
Was it February 6th or February 5th?
It's just facing
Fifth.
her.
February 5th. The
February
coupon
5th.
code CMC16.
Yep.
And you can save 15% on your order.
Yep.
In lieu of buying stuff, if you want to help support the show, you can go to patreon.com/CMC or everydaydrinkers.com/donate to help out.
That's right. We
And-
had a bunch of people.
If you're at everydaydrinkers.com, you can go to everydaydrinkers.com/newsletter and sign up for the newsletter that Derek puts out.
Or just sit there for 5 seconds. It'll pop up.
It'll pop up. There's all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah.
You put some work into those newsletters. There's
I
also
just
some
put
good
out a newsletter
industry
this week
information.
because we're going to do a recipe this week with cocktails with balance.
Yeah.
And I needed to do research to be able to do that to at least understand. We're not going to cover as much in depth as I did in the newsletter, but I thought if I did the newsletter, then I did two birds with one stone. I could talk enough about it in the show, plus the newsletter went more into depth on cocktail balance, sweet, sours, acids, and bitters. So, and then alcohol. So it kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
I also want to take a moment to pimp. We got a guest coming on in a couple of weeks on what, the 29th?
Oh, yeah, this is the first episode of the week.
Yeah, so this is the first episode of the week, so this is preceding that.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so Warren Bobrow is going to be coming down. Warren is, you can Google him. He's got a Wikipedia page, so you know he's important.
And he's got a blog. He's the Cocktail Whisperer.
CocktailWhisperer.com if you want to look him up. He seems to throw recipes in there. He's got a shrub recipe and some other stuff in there. He's going to be on the show for the 29th recording, which will probably be the first week of February will be the episodes. He's going to come in. He's going to do some tasting with us with the Niche Imports products, Mezzen Rum specifically, and Stro.
He's
So
going to
we'll
be
learn some
promoting his
stuff
new
about that.
book, Cocktails with Cannabis,
Yep.
which is getting released on the 16th. The 16th, the
June.
6th month, June.
Yeah. So that's it's a ways out, but if you want to, I don't know if
You can pre-order.
I don't know what I'm going to do with a book. I'll buy it, but I don't
It's
have
not
a lot
legal
of
in New
kids.
Hampshire.
Yeah. But having cocktails with cannabis, if you don't want those, he does have like a
He has
library
other
of
books,
books.
yeah.
So
And
there's
you've got
whiskey
one of them
books.
somewhere.
But if you went
They're
to Mass,
upstairs.
they're looking at passing the law for recreational pot.
Are they?
Oh, are they?
Yep.
No, they're all on.
No,
They're all upstairs on my desk. I'll
Word
get
on
them
the
for
street
next
is he's a really nice guy. So
Yep.
can't wait to meet him.
Everybody I've talked to knows him. I'm like, oh, well, we gotta have him on the show, and so
That's perfect,
Mitch is gonna be helping him get down here from New Jersey to do some shows with us. So if you know what, if you have, leave some comments. If you have stuff that you would want to ask somebody who makes cocktails in
Definitely.
recipe books for a living,
Let us know. Email us at dshomer@everydaydrinkers.com or ian@everydaydrinkers.com so we can keep a list of your questions to talk to him about.
right?
when he
We can
comes.
blast him when he gets here and suck some knowledge out of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Sure.
suck it out really slowly though, so he
Great.
doesn't notice.
Yeah.
Aha!
We don't want to hurt him.
Question of the day: what is the is there a person in the cocktail industry that you kind of look up to as like? I mean, there's Dale DeGraff.
Other than
Right.
us,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
We're
other-
talking about somebody else. Yeah.
Other people that you, when you're like, oh, they put out a new book, or they got a new recipe book,
Gotcha.
Jeff Berry, right?
Yeah, or you follow somebody's blog because you respect their opinions and,
Right.
and you kind of take their words as gospel when it comes to the stuff.
What is their name? Do they have a book? Do they have a website?
Blog, are they bartenders?
special-
What do they do? Yeah, tell
It
us
could
about
just
it.
be your local bartender. You go in there and
Yeah.
you're always constantly impressed.
Yeah.
Then let us know who that is.
Yeah, write
Who
down in
you
the
look up
comments.
to.
Give us a little story about them. Let us know who they are. If they're not well known, let us know a little bit about them. Give them a little bit of 15 minutes of fame on the CMC channel.
Like it.
Yeah.
I'm clicking like on your comment. We're done.
Thank you.
We got everything.
Yeah.
We're teaching you how to drink. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, you look like you were going.
Today we're making a highball. You'll never guess what kind of juice is in here.
Is that a trick question? There's like a pile of oranges.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm going obvious.
I'm gonna stick my dick in it.
What do you mean we have? You're high right now, Jen.
Shh. Did y'all?
I
ever-
never smoked weed till I got out of college.
Yeah.
The first time I think I ever smoked was with your cuz.
Yeah, that's probably
And then we talked
true with a
about
lot of people.
Diablo characters for like an hour.
Yeah.
I learned what hentai was. He just kept going.
And you know, and then there was that time you talked, you used quotes from that stupid Big Lebowski movie, and you never weren't even high. That was all sober.
That's what you think.
Oh, that's true.
Joke's on you.
Do you have one of those
Where
friends?
are you going?
I was gonna throw them in there. I can throw them in here.
Why were you going to throw
Where
them
do
in there?
Where do these go? Is that fine?
There's a trash barrel right around the corner. You guys
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the best place to put this stuff?
In the trash
Because I know you might compost it.
If you open that, it smells like a compost right now.
Orangey fresh.
This is pretty good.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
It's gone.
Not yet. Almost.
My hooker just got here. What do I have to drink in order not to know she's a rich black cock?
Well,
Strychnine. Dissolved in Everclear. That's a
what?
what are we doing next?
Oh, you want to know such details.
This is something I need.
Oh, the balance cocktail.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna do. What are we doing for this? We're gonna make it on the show.
We don't know.
Okay. This is gonna happen. Should we do?
This
I
is
know
going
I-
to happen.
Should we?
It's gonna happen.
Let's pick our glass first, and then we'll know what our portions are.
Yeah, let's pick our glass.
You want to do a coupe?
Okay.
You want to do martini? Nick and Nora.
We can do a Nick and
Yeah,
Nora.
let's do a Nick and Nora.
That gives us a little more room.
And we're gonna need. Okay, since we didn't mess up a shaker, I'm just
How
gonna.
can you hate the smell of pot?
Some people
Pot
don't-
smells awesome. It does.
Are we gonna shake this thing? We're gonna do some citrus in there, so probably citrus sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna need one of these two.
Let's throw a little bit of salt in there.
We need a cutting knife. Wait, no. We need a cutting board.
And a knife.
I think those are good, or should I get new ones?
Those are fine.
Did you touch them?
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. Well, I actually looked down. I couldn't remember what I was looking
Oh, we're
for.
already ready to start cameras.
Do we want to pull everything out on the fly? I mean, we have. Do we want to grab a sweet? Do we want to grab a specific sweet, or do we want to just go with some Demerara or simple, or because this is just a sour right now. If we just use simple syrup, this, and a liquor.
We just made a sour.
You just want to make a sour on the fly?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
What else do we have? No, we need a liquor.
there's
use
the whole
sweet.
cream cocktail thing, but
Cream? Yeah, but that
but
throws
that's
everything
different.
off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that just makes it harder to explain.
Yeah.
But you don't want something orgeat?
Yeah, let's do some more jot, and let's throw some. Let's grab some Fernet in there.
What?
Yep.
With the orgeat?
Yep.
He seems pretty sure of himself.
I'm thinking along the lines of an Angostura sour, which has orgeat and Angostura.
Does it?
Fernet's a comparable bitter, right?
It is definitely.
All right.
We're winging it here.
Go with it.
We're getting fucking nuts.
This whole point is balancing a cocktail, so if
Yeah.
you can balance.
So what kind of spirit?
Orgeat and
Orgeat.
Fernet.
We probably don't want to go gin. We probably want to go either.
Rum?
Yeah, I was thinking rum or whiskey. I mean, Havana Club and Yeho.
Rum would probably be better than a whiskey with Fernet.
No, let's not go with Yeho. Let's go with something. Do we want
Hamilton
something spiced?
Demerara 86.
Let me smell that.
Why don't you just stick it right in your hole? Oh, you're trying to match it with Fernet, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't this opening? Eucalyptus? Eucalyptus tree!
Yeah, let's do that.
So how many, if you're gonna, so we're gonna do 2 1 1, right?
Salt.
Or something. This is a 1 ounce. Limes. We need limes, right?
Yeah, we'll do a lime.
I want to talk about wine.
So we'll do like 3/4 of this.
I don't think
and
I'm
a
gonna
quarter of
do
this.
but-
What do you think? We'll get whatever we get out of this, and we'll balance it out with a Fernet.
Well, no, but I mean, we got another one here.
Oh, we got limes.
All right. So this is a cocktail we're making on the fly. We're gonna have to give it a name afterwards. If it's any good, we'll give it a name.
Yeah.
If it's not,
If
we'll
it's
just.
not, you still need a name because you need a title for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called balancing a cocktail on the
Okay.
fly.
Are we ready for this, or?
Is the world ready for this? That's what I want to know.
So,
What do you think?
salts, we got the bitterness, that's gonna help with that. That,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a rum, yeah, if you,
I don't know
otherwise
about
it's just a daiquiri. Oh no, it's not, it's a tiki. It's a tiki.
Alright, we'll see.
Do it.
All right. So we're thinking 2 of this.
Yeah.
1 of this.
Yep.
We'll
One of
do
those.
like 1 of this, and we'll do like a half of this or something.
Or a quarter. I think it's a small drink. You want to put half an ounce of that in here?
Well, we don't have to pour the whole thing in there. But we probably should.
Chill it. Boom.
Boom.
And then we'll see. I mean, this is the variable that makes the creation process, right?
Yeah. Now what's going on with my phone here?
I don't know what's going on with your phone there.
Corey said, I just heard a girl say, I got my boyfriend an old-fashioned kit for Christmas, you know, so he can muddle the sugar and water. She's like, yeah. She's like, isn't that just a cocktail making kit? Yep.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be muddling sugar and water.
Yeah. Because guess what? If you leave sugar in water, it turns into water. You don't need to muddle sugar and water. You just put them together. It's science. That's like, do you have to muddle to make Jello?
It's a Jello muddling kit.
You have a muddler, and by the time you see it, it's time to use.
What's happening? Is the chat room ghetto?
Is the chat room ghetto?
I don't know what's going
It
on.
went ghetto, yeah.
All right. 2, 1, 1.
And add a change. Or you.
I'm going with a half.
You gotta go with a
That's
half?
gonna happen.
You gotta start with it? You gonna go
I'll
right
start.
full,
You know, I'll start.
full deep? You go with 4. If you do a quarter, you get another quarter after it. And that makes it a half.
All right, fine.
You can hedge your bet, or you can just dump it all in there.
I'm kind of a balls to the wall guy. I'm going with a. Let me taste this.
Yeah, just to make sure you know what you're talking about.
Let's go forgot how potent that was.
It's pretty strong.
All right,
let's
let's do this.
So this is truly unscripted at this point.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're doing. Ready? Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I am your host, Eric Schomer. That's Ian Andrews, and we are going to do a cocktail episode on balance. This was requested by Stephanie, who said, what is balance, and how do you make balance?
There's a traditional formula for balance, and that's what we're going to try to follow here today.
Oh, hold on. Producer is Christopher
Whoa.
Fry Moland. Or Moland. I don't know if it's fries, but... Free?
Christopher Free Moland. Sounds French to me. I don't know.
I like it. I like it. New Patreon person.
Well, thank you.
Almost the whole week is new people, all from this
That's
week.
awesome.
So what Stephanie said, and we'll kind of cover this. First off, the basics. There's different ways of balancing a cocktail. We're going to use the 2-on-1 method, and that's the way I think you guys should start out. The 2-on-1 method is 2 parts alcohol, 1 part sweet, 1 part sour. Yeah. Pretty easy.
So what we're doing is we're doing 2 parts of the Hamilton 86, which is a Demerara rum. We're doing 1 part sweet, we're using orgeat, and we're using 1 part sour, which is lime. But what we're also doing...
This is where things get interesting.
This is where things get interesting. We're adding a bittering component of Fernet Branca.
Right.
And to counter the bittering a little bit, we're adding a little bit of salt.
So that's going to probably bring out some eucalyptus, maybe.
Yeah, that'll dull the bittering a little bit, at the same time letting the flavor of the Fernet play a little bit.
So as part of the balance, as you're going through this, we just pull all this crap together, and this is what we're going to make. This is how I typically start making a cocktail. You experiment. You come up with something. This could be the worst thing that ever has happened.
Yeah,
we don't
have no idea.
But it should be balanced. It just might not be good.
Yeah.
The trick with lemon versus lime, what I've heard, if you've got our newsletter, you've probably heard this already if you read it. And I created our newsletter this week around balance so that I would have more to talk about in this episode. Lime.
What you prepared?
I know! Lime is typically used for a brown spirit, and lemon is typically used for a clear spirit. So if you're thinking vodka, you're thinking maybe some gin. Gin could also go in this direction, by the way.
Yeah, lemon's, gin's a born thing for me, because I like to use lime in my gin.
So lime for rum, lime for vodkas, lemons for your bourbons, lemons for your scotches, like a drambuie. I like it in a gin, like a gin Collins or anything like that. The trick behind this is it starts with acidity. So the most basic common cocktail style is to say balanced sweet on sour. So when we say a balanced cocktail, the concept is it should have some nice acidic structure to it, but it should also have some nice floral aroma that could be either through a bittering agent, an Amaro, a Fernet, a cocktail bitter. All my bitters are gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you guys should have did, is buys you.
No, I want them to pay for that. You could use like a Dillon's Wormwood bitter, which would give you more of the black licorice flavor versus a Fernet, which is going to be more a eucalyptus bittering agent. The 2-on-1 gets thrown off a little bit in some cocktails when you do stuff like this because you're bringing in this liqueur. If you were to use, let's pick a liqueur on the fly, Cassis. Cassis is sweeter, right? So, in the case of the sweet, I got a Gmail message from my new episode. In the case of this might count as a sweet, a little bit of a sweet. So you're going to end up probably maybe tapering off a little bit on the almond to keep the 2-on-1 balanced. The real trick, and this is where taste kind of comes in, unless you have a Brix meter and all that, is different sweets have different things to them. This has a little bit of oiliness, so the sweet might not be as pronounced. If you use an agave nectar, I believe an agave nectar is a sharp front sweet up front, and it tails off really quickly. It's got a spiking sugar, and then it goes away. A honey, I think, has more of a through sweetness, but it's less. That has a longer finish. Sugar, I think, is the easiest to work with. Did you add the salt in there?
I did add the salt.
And then the salt, like you said, brings out a little of the... I don't know what I said. Brings out a little bit of the other flavors within a bittering agent by suppressing some of the bitter.
You want to get rid of the cutting board?
Yeah, I do.
So the...
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, no problem.
The cocktail doesn't necessarily have the best of color. You could also fix a little of that using an egg white.
Mm-hmm.
You could also use
You could turn it
pineapple
into
juice, but
a
that would
flip.
cheapen
But
that's
pineapple juice would really make it a tiki cocktail. Almost.
once you go to pineapple juice is a sweet. So now you have to consider your orgeat. Maybe it's a half ounce of orgeat, half ounce of pineapple juice. Pineapple juice might be sweeter than orgeat. Maybe you need a little bit of additional pineapple juice, a little bit of different ratios of pineapple to orgeat. The goal is that your big This is the product that makes a difference. Alcohol. Without the alcohol, there's no cocktail.
No cocktail.
You need to have alcohol. That's
yeah, and bitters can count as the Angostura.
Chicago South Side, the
That's
Angostura.
Angostura sour, which is the
South Side
a cocktail.
Which one has a lot of Angostura in it?
The Angostura sour.
It has gin.
Trinidad sour, is that what you're thinking of?
Maybe.
So, yeah, the Trinidad sour versus the Trinidad rum punch.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. The Trinidad sour has an ounce of Angostura, and that's the core spirit.
Yeah.
So it's bittering offset by orgeat, but
Right.
it also has the lemon juice in there. And it's
Right.
bolstered slightly by a whiskey.
Now, back in the day, if you look at a lot of the ancient classic cocktails, 50 years plus, there was no real use of a citric acid. They used the bitter, so it was sugar, bitters, alcohol, and a liqueur.
And bitters would keep more than the citrus because it's an alcohol base.
Right, but bitters also increase and enhance the alcohol itself. So there's a 2-on-1 wouldn't work. You wouldn't do two. You wouldn't do 2 ounces of rum, an ounce of bitters, and then an ounce of sweet. It doesn't really bitter doesn't counter sweet like sour counters sweet. So it's a different.
Yeah, sweet and sour, those are scale things.
It's a different ratio.
Bitter and salt, I guess, are counters for you, but it's not a 1-to-1.
Right. Yeah. You really only need a dash of salt to make a difference. You don't go like this.
And if you've read Liquid Intelligence, Dave Arnold suggests putting a little dash of salt in almost every drink you do. It's going to smooth things out a little bit.
So I think this is going to be more. He's looking at me waiting.
Yeah, I didn't know because
I think this is going to have a little bit of a tiki quality to it because
does.
it has the almond syrup, and that kind of comes in as something that would be tiki.
then eucalyptus kind of trails at the end a little bit.
But
It reminds me of a zombie finish, but it's balanced, right?
but it's balanced. Like
it's balanced really
that,
great.
We didn't know upfront homework.
No.
Nothing.
If you watch the live stream, you literally just saw us like pick a bunch of bottles that we thought would go together. He was questioning the Fernet, but I
How much Fernet did you put in there?
I did a quarter ounce.
Quarter ounce. I think a half ounce probably would have been
Too much.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I like that.
Dude, I was afraid. I was questioning the
We're
use
calling
of
this
Fernet.
the common sour.
The common sour. Okay, we'll call it.
Common man sour.
Common man sour.
Yeah, I just made that up.
I think Curtis would love this drink.
He
He
does
likes the
tiki,
almond.
yeah.
He likes the tiki. He loves Fernet.
We gotta hit Curtis up and let him know we did this.
Yeah, I mean the drink it's a balanced cocktail. And when I say kind of when I use the word balance when we're making anybody else's drinks, it's not just about 2-on-1 because I'm not always paying attention to the ratio. But when you taste it, you don't get that sweet like
it's not too
sickly
sweet. It's not
sweet.
too acidic. It's not too
acidic
strong.
where you're going, oh my god.
Yeah.
It has to fit in between so that you can taste the other flavors, right?
It's
I don't
not too
get
weak either.
No.
So strong and weak. So your water, your dilution is countering your strong, right? So the fact that we shook this with ice, it's somewhat diluting it, which is so the water is balancing the strong. So weak and strong, sweet and sour,
right.
bitter, salt.
And you got the bitter agent in here, which there is a little bit of bitter that lingers, but what's happening?
I don't,
He's reading.
I'm reading something.
But the thing that you don't get a whole ton of is you get sweet, but you're not getting almond. Like you're not getting a big blast of orgeat. I wouldn't know that there's almond in there if I was in.
It's that tiki taste.
It tastes tiki, but my first reaction isn't, oh, it's got orgeat. If you said, oh, I used orgeat, I would be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense because it's got the tiki.
But you might
quality.
not get that off the.
But the eucalyptus kind of like that just kind of settles on your tongue, and kind of it sits there, and you just get this kind of cold.
It's not bad, right?
It's like a medicinal tiki. It's like something for the winter.
The Fernet
months.
plays in this cocktail like Pernod plays in a zombie.
Right. So instead of black licorice, you get eucalyptus.
Yeah.
You could have maybe instead of using Fernet, used fig.
I don't know if that would play enough.
It's too
because
sweet.
It's not too strong a flavor.
No, you would
But
throw it
we
off.
could have used a
Yeah, you could have used the Verna. You probably get a little bit more of a coffee flavor.
I would stay away from the Campari myself for this cocktail.
For this
It's all too
cocktail,
thick.
it may work. I don't know.
Maybe some Bull Geneva.
It would look ugly. But when you're building them, you'd have to look at the different ingredients you have an option. You go, okay, well, this is a liqueur that's sweet versus bitter. There's only so many bitters. You've got Jaeger, you've got Fernet, you've got Amaros, like a Verna.
Yep. You got Campari. You got.
And you can maybe pull off absinthe as a bitter.
Well, Pernod, it kind of works sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a.
Because wormwood
if
is a
you're
bitter.
drawing, it's like a contrast.
That's a bitter.
A contrast flavor.
Right.
To add something to a different cocktail. Like you have contrast walls in your house. Like you have one wall that's painted different than all the other walls in the room.
Yeah,
That's
like
what this
accent
does.
wall.
It's an accent flavor.
Right. If you don't add the Fernet into this drink, all we did was we created an almond rum sour. It would have been like a daiquiri that you said, I don't want to use demerara or regular sugar, I want to use almond syrup. It works, and it could be cool, but at the same time, adding that accent flavor, whatever it happens to be, creates the balance, but it also gives you a new, exciting dimension to take.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get two.
Well, that's where I wanted to go. I saw the bitter. I'm like, we got to keep it more than just a sour. So
yeah. Otherwise, we would just create a daiquiri. A daiquiri is basically your 2-on-1,
with rum, lime, and simple syrup.
Right.
That's your basic daiquiri.
Right. So we did the same thing. So whenever you hear us talk about balance, think of it as how do you make a cocktail that isn't sweet nor sour, but has sour notes, has some sweet notes, and has some other accent flavor around it. So when you're making a cocktail at home and you want to invent something, you want to create something for the show, or you want to submit it, people just go, oh, I'm just going to do this, or I got drunk one night, this is really awesome.
Or you try it.
Or you can
and you
make
try to work it out.
a drink, and it doesn't have to be intimidating. Just stick with 2-on-1. There's other ratios you can go with. There's some that are 4 something something, 4-2-1. There's there's
the 80
punch
style
recipe.
drink. It's all sweet.
That's like
the 4-3-2-1.
Yeah, there's 4-3-2-1 for a punch. There's different ratios.
That takes into account the strong and the weak.
Right.
So,
you're gonna have a lot more water.
so you have
you're making a large
I can't
volume.
remember if it's 4 strong, 3 weak.
4 weak, 4 weak, 3 strong, 2 sour, 1 sweet,
Something like
like
that.
that. I don't remember how that goes, but there are different ratios you can play on. So look at what you tend to drink. See what the ratios tend to be, because they're probably going to either be 2-on-1 or 4-2-1 or some ratio. That is a
something
ratio,
comparable anyway.
right? And that you can use. Or what you do is you want to make your own drink. Look at a drink that exists, a pisco sour, and say, what if I got rid of the pisco and I replaced it with a rum, and instead of this sour agent, I'm going to use a lime. I think pisco might use lemon. I'm not.
Yeah, I think so.
And replace that with a lime. You end up with a daiquiri really fast, right? Or some sort of weird Mai Tai concoction if you keep throwing other shit in there.
Or you pick a bunch of your liquors that you like. You think they're all going to go well in a drink. You start with your 2-on-1, and then you start playing with the ratios a little bit.
Right.
Because there's always some room for improvement. I mean, 2-on-1 isn't perfect, but it's a good starting point.
Right. And then once you have something that if you find out it's kind of disjointed flavor, like I really like this, but it just doesn't have the connection. It seems maybe there's a lot of almond up front, and then you have this eucalyptus in the back, and you can't. It just doesn't seem to flow really well on your palate. That's when you bring in a little bitter, and then it helps to connect those flavors together and tie them a little bit, so you end up with a more natural flow to what you drink. You want to tell a story. You don't want to just be like punch you in the face, kick you in the nuts. You need a little bit more.
This isn't college kids.
No, not a college kids show.
It's welcome for college kids.
You can watch it if you want to learn some shit.
Yeah,
I guess. So that's your 2-on-1. Now when you see and you look at some of the recipes I've created, they tend to follow this science. And I start 2-on-1, and then I branch out like Ian did. He's like, hey, let's do some Fernet. And I'm like, whoa! And he's like, no, this would be awesome. We could have instead of using an orgeat, we could have used a maple liqueur. And then used a bourbon.
And maybe we change the ratios a little bit because the maple liqueur has a little bit of alcohol in it. So maybe we cut back on the acid. We don't use a full 2 ounces of rum.
Right. You do 3/4, 1 half ounce or a 1/4 ounce. Then you bring in another flavor. Then maybe a dash of bitters, or maybe you keep the Fernet in there and see what it tastes. Or you go, what else goes good with maple? You're pairing and go maple and coffee.
Bacon.
I love bacon.
You have bacon vodka somewhere, yeah.
Maybe Kahlua. Or maybe there is some need for molasses in there. You can still, as long as you know I have a structure. From there, you can start to really mess around, throw it out, try it again, and go, I want something with maple in it.
Yeah.
And then take the road of 2-on-1 and work on that. If you just go 3 ingredients and you're just measuring stuff out, tasting it, now doesn't taste good. Measure, taste it. Yeah. Eventually, when you finally go, hey, an hour later, that tastes pretty good. Guess what? It's fucking 2-on-1. Yeah. That's where you're going to end up anyway.
You can save yourself a lot of time when you obviously have to taste stuff when we're trying it.
We
develop a taste for your sweet, your sour, and your strong.
Oh yeah, we did that all. We've done that for years.
For years. If you're mixing something up and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that lemon comes through too much. Up the sugar, down the lemon.
Right.
Try
or
again.
Up the alcohol.
Well, that doesn't balance.
No, but sometimes we found things that, if you have a little less alcohol, things just taste a little weird.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple things
that's the strong weak balance.
Yeah, and it's like where he's like, oh no, you just need more alcohol in here, and you're like, this drink doesn't taste good. Why would you add more alcohol? And it fixes it. It just does. It's weird the way ratios work. So that, my friends, is how you make a balanced cocktail. So you can go make a balanced cocktail. You now understand what we mean when we say hey, that's a balanced cocktail that we just drank there.
Yeah.
We made that up on the fly, and it works. It's pretty damn tasty.
I think it is.
I kind of like the eucalyptus.
See?
I don't know. I don't know about in the summertime.
Try different stuff. What's great is getting. I love getting like a unique flavor in something.
Yeah, otherwise it's just boring. It's just probably been done.
It's probably been done.
But this, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
If it has another name, fuck those people.
Yeah.
So, question of the day.
It's the Common Man Sour.
What is your favorite something?
What's your favorite unique alcohol? We've done this before. Like your favorite like accent alcohol.
What's your
Oh, you know what I haven't mentioned? You can
all
get
the
these
other
Nick
stuff?
and Nora glasses at awesomedrinks.com.
You can get those there.
As well as your Orange Off from BG Reynolds if you want.
You can get
different
those
label
there.
now, I believe.
Yeah, mine's old.
Good stuff.
Really old.
One of my favorite drinks requires Orange Off, which means I have to pick some up. Don't let me forget to get some before I leave tonight.
That's a problem. I don't remember a lot of stuff.
Are you all right?
No, why? It's just a problem for my brain.
The Angostura Sour, which I'm a big fan of. Like I talked
He's
about. The Trinidad Sour.
We sell these in 750 milliliter, and I looked at it and went, who the hell would ever need that much Orange?
I went through one pretty quick, I think.
I've had this since like a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's still not bad. I'm waiting. I don't understand. So you can use CMC 16, save yourself 15% off until like February 5th.
Yes.
I still have to do that.
You can also go to patreon.com/CMC and donate to the show, or everydaydrinkers.com/donate.
Since we want to take, or I want to take this as a full-time endeavor, anybody who wants to subscribe on Patreon is going to help us in the end, because I need a buffer. I need some runway.
And you were talking about previews for Patreons.
Yes.
Yes.
So tomorrow, well, this is recording, so tomorrow was like last week.
Tomorrow, our time.
Yeah, we will be filming, not live, because we're going to do this all in a closed, non-filmed, non-live type thing.
Yeah.
A series of cocktails that's going to go through and explain
Vodka.
Vodka in more detail. We'll get to rum within the end of the year by then, I think. So there'll be a different series. The first one will be rum, then we're going to do gin. Yes. Then we'll do probably rum after that.
Rum,
so
whiskey, tequila.
there's going to be a buttload of episodes. If you're a Patreon subscriber, what I'm going to do is I have to take and kind of rough cut up whatever we do tomorrow to show Ian what it would look like as a final release, so that he kind of has an idea of when we're sitting down recording these episodes, what the end goal would look like. What I want to do is I want to be able to share that with him, but I can also share it with other people like Patreon subscribers.
Yes. And it's going to be a much more edited cut. It's going to be to the point, not as much banter.
It's organized,
a lot of information,
educational.
hopefully.
So if you want to see some of that stuff before it comes out and before you are even given the access to buy it, then you can become a Patreon subscriber. If you subscribe and you made yourself to $50, we're also going to make you a cocktail this year. Probably in the 2-on-1. Just saying.
Oh,
so,
if I knew that, I would have saved this.
We could have just made a cocktail for somebody.
Jesus.
That'll be that's our next challenge. So, we are done. Think of all that stuff I just said. Digest all that in your brain cells. It's time to go.
Try it out on your own.
On your own, because we're done and we're teaching you how to drink. Leading?
You want to do it?
Sure. Today we're going to make a cocktail where before the recording started we had no idea what we were going to do. We took a structure, we created a balance based on theory and Fernet, and we came up with a cocktail for you guys to drink. Stay tuned.
I didn't even say a damn thing. Perfect.
You could have said four-way.
Somebody like that. I saw the comments. Like they lost it.
They lost their shit.
They've lost their shiz. You want to try this awesome cocktail with Fernet, Joe? But you don't want to be on camera, but you want to try it? It's balanced, right?
Not bad.
Not great.
No, it's not horrible. It is mostly.
It's a sour.
Yeah.
Boom!
What do you taste?
You built this?
I don't know. I didn't finish that because I'm not quite sure, actually.
It tastes mostly...
It is definitely sour. But...
It's mostly what?
I guess that's the best I can do is it's sour.
It's sour.
You get sour?
Do I need to grab anything from upstairs? What are we doing?
Yeah, but not like horrible sours, just sour.
Right. Heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Okay.
That should be the fridge.
Let's
heavy
hope.
cream. You bought some?
Yeah.
It's not too much, right?
No.
Yeah.
Burnett is eucalyptus, Trey.
Yeah. Fernet is a. Bronca. Yeah, it's got a eucalyptus flavor to it. It's a bitter eucalyptus. I think eucalyptus is bitter anyway, right? What is I need creme de cacao.
Stanley really wants you to make a baju cocktail.
Who?
Will not stop asking.
Who?
Stanley.
I'm not gonna make Baiju cocktail tonight. It's not gonna happen. I put out a request to the Baiju people to pay me to make a Baiju cocktail. So we'll see how that goes first. Creme de cacao, clear. We have clear creme de cacao, right? Orange. What would be our creme de cacao? That's not clear.
I heard I'm washing the stuff, and then I stop, and I hear like water trickling, like because they were in the hot tub before. I'm like, there's no water going into the hot tub. Why would it be trickling out? So I walk in the living room, it's the fish tank.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm gonna check just in case,
Yeah.
because I hear water trickling, and with water, it's better to find out sooner than later.
Right. Well, I appreciate that.
Like the lights were off and everything. I'm like, I know they're not in there anymore, so
Yeah.
water shouldn't be.
You shouldn't hear water. Even if they are in there, you still shouldn't hear water.
Heavy cream. Shit.
What did you? What?
Cream.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Well, it took me a while to find this.
Heavy cream.
He was too worried about the water dripping.
Yeah, I gotta do stuff. Jimmy looked at me with his eyes, and I'm like, oh, I'll pet you.
Oh, I'll pet you. We have a pineapple vodka. What's this? Citrus. Orange. Tito's. Who would have said sky, maybe?
What are you looking for?
A pineapple vodka.
No, that's probably cruising.
Nope, it's sky.
Okay.
Crucian is a rum.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I know. It's like these guys are like, hey, let's find all the shit there can't find in this cabinet.
Here's one of Papa's.
Yep. I'm just thinking this box is gonna come in handy for something. I know you have a million boxes, but you also have a million bitters.
Oh. Oh, Jesus.
That's how tough you are.
Gunshots. Blah, blah, blah. Bitch better have my money.
Alright, we got.
Don't act like you forgot.
I like Rihanna. I hate that song.
It's Nicki Minaj, isn't it?
No, it's Rihanna.
That's right. Oh, okay. I just know it's stupid and I make fun of it. I don't like any of that music. I'm an old curmudgeon when it comes to like new music.
I like Rihanna. I think she's great, but that song just is not
I don't like
good at all.
the image that like all the new music is conveying to like these kids. Like
Mm.
I don't know. I think it's contributing to affluenza. But that's just me being an old curmudgeon. Someone has to be.
At some point.
But aren't you? You're not even. Are you even 30?
Fuck you, I'm old.
Are you even 30 yet? He's not Courtney.
Yeah, you're not 30. I'm not almost 40, I'll tell you that.
You're close.
He's only a year younger than I am.
Me and Dan are already planning.
For your 40th?
Get your suspenders.
No, for Derek's.
Oh. I'm like, wow, you're into this.
Are you next year, Jen?
No, yeah.
He's this year.
He's
You're
this
next
year.
year.
I'm next year.
Okay.
Yep.
What day's your birthday, Jen?
The
Tomorrow?
6th, July 6th.
July 6th, okay.
Summer, baby.
Like you, Dan, and Jay are like all like in a couple month time frame.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Dan's like 5'1". I want to say Jay is 6'3".
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's real cool. My sisters are June
So
6th.
he's the 4th. So you're April. He's May.
4th be with you.
She's June, and you're
And
July.
I'm July. That's funny.
So there's parties all summer, starting in April.
Party!
Oh, it's gonna be fucking get your shit on. Should we drink appropriate cocktail? Did I?
Cars pineapple wedge. Don't got one.
Okay, that's not.
I almost bought a pineapple today, but it was green, and I said, you know what? That ain't gonna work. So that's a chilled glass. We're gonna make sure I put it right
What the hell is going on in the room?
here. I don't know. How are those even getting through the filter?
What?
I guess I don't have cream pies as a.
Do you have fuck you on filter?
No.
Okay.
No, because
He put periods after it.
even so, no, there's other ones in there. It's that it gets used in so many contexts. It's hard to filter because I end up having to make a lot of edits for it. I just watch out. If you think you could take over the chat, guess who has the ability to kick you? I'll give you one guess. Show me the money, bitches. Woo!
Need the money.
I don't have a 5. Oh!
There's the money.
That was kind of painful. But I think I grew up a little bit. It wasn't as bad as it was
Yeah.
before.
No, no,
Oh, I need to start cameras. Damn it.
Anytime you're ready.
Stop.
Just get moving. Damn it, Did we ever... Oh, yeah, we did that. You did that when I was looking.
Was it the mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she focused in on that existing mark.
You actually took it out already?
Good. Yeah.
I did was that already
Just
there?
call me Mr. Pre-Production. But well, when she was setting up that camera, I put the drink there so she could focus on that drink.
But did Mark?
Yeah, that mark was already there. So it was reused.
Maybe because the line is there, so it should actually always be kind of focusing.
Well, it should.
That's the theory. Alright. Ready? Here we go, bitches.
Let's go, bitches.
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schober. Ian Andrews right there. We're going to be creating what?
We got a third.
A third?
A producer.
Oh, we got a producer! Woohoo! Lance? Roulette?
Yeah.
French?
That sounds right. Roulette.
I learned something.
Yeah.
Lance. He's a new Patreon-ish. I guess patron is...
Patron, yeah.
You can't really turn it into anything
You can't French
else.
it.
Yeah. I can't French it. This cocktail from Munster was submitted a long time ago. I'm not going to tell you when, 'cause I didn't write it down. It's got a 1/4 ounce of creme de cacao, clear. It's got a 1/2 ounce of coconut rum. It's got a 1/2 ounce of pineapple vodka. It's got a 1/2 ounce of cream. Heavy cream. 35%. I don't think they actually tell you the percentages of whatever on these things. But
Well, I think by definition, labeling laws say heavy cream has to be something, whipping cream has to
Oh,
be
it's
something.
36% milk fat.
Huh.
35%. That's freaking dead on. By about off 1%. Statistically irrelevant. So, the drink here,
There's not a
called
lot of that.
the Hawaiian Fondue, is really a cream-based drink. It's got
Yeah,
an ounce of cream compared to all the rest of the ingredients.
Yeah, there's an ounce of cream and there's an ounce of 1/4 of, in total, of all the other alcohols.
Yeah. So, you can get, it's got some coconut, too. I don't know what it's going to taste like. I think it's going to taste good. If you don't have pineapple vodka, go with the pineapple rum. Is that what you said?
Or what you can do
And/or.
is you can infuse your own by just slaying some pineapples, soaking some vodka.
Yeah. Oh, true. Easy. Vodka
You
is...
see at bars all over the place where they have the big infusion carafes there, just with pineapple just stacked up in them.
Yeah. Infusing with alcohol is really dead simple. And here's why. Alcohol extracts flavors, much like sugar does for like a shrubs and citrate and stuff like that. It just rips the flavors out. You leave it there for 5-10 days, maybe even less, depending on what you're extracting from. You're going to pull all the flavors out. Then you can filter that out, throw out all the other stuff, or eat it, if that's how you roll.
It's
you
gonna hurt you if you do, because those things get potent.
Yeah, and then what you have is you have an instant pineapple. Then you can use like a cheesecloth to get kind of all the pineapple floaties out.
Smell this. It smells like. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And one of the key attributes to, well, you get it as shape. Bust out that ice.
smells like that Fantasia salad. What's that fruit salad with
Fantasia
marshmallows?
salad?
What's that?
Fondue?
No. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
What did you say?
You know it's like a marshmallow-based salad that
No.
you get. It's
Oh,
like
Snicker salad.
What's that?
Snicker salad?
No. I'll think of it later.
Okay, we think of it. What alcohol tends to do is it grabs the flavors and it kind of traps them, and it does that with science.
Whoa.
Right? And then from that science, when you add water, it brings out a lot of the aroma. So you want to add a little bit of water to your cocktail via ice or a dash of water to kind of extract it, because it basically rips the hydrogen bonds and all the aroma gets to get free and unlock and evaporate into the air and into your nose holes and other areas. I don't know if you really need the cream in there. They get the idea.
True. Yeah.
Plus, Hood's not paying me. Fuck those guys. Yeah. You done? You know what this really could use?
Some kind of topper, like a.
Like
Not,
a
I don't want to say
cinnamon?
cinnamon because I don't think it's going to go well.
Oh,
with
won't go well, but
it. Ambrosia, fruit ambrosia salad. The fruit ambrosia salad with the
Oh, we're back on
marshmallows
that?
and it came to me.
ambrosia. I would say a little bit of Angostura, maybe. I don't know. Let's see if that's even something that would ever go good with this.
You got some
Double strain
chunks.
it. Yeah. If you don't like icicles in your drink,
It's almost like a non-frozen pina colada.
it is very. It's like a
Pineapple,
chocolate pina
pineapple
colada.
coconut. Yeah.
It's a chocolate pina colada. You could use these to get the ice chips out. If
The
you find
chocolate's
people
not
that
too
get
prevalent.
annoyed at your ice chips,
I don't mind ice chips myself. Some people can't stand them.
right, Doug?
Icebergs.
That's good. It's kind of light considering it's mostly cream.
Yeah,
Right.
Probably from the shaking, the aeration, that the
Yeah, it's gonna aerate
the
the
ice.
flavor. It's almost gonna whip it a little bit while it's diluting it.
right. It leaves a little bit of like a fat on your tongue too, on your lips.
What's
It
that
is a
fat?
subdued. Well, even cream of coconut is going to have a lot of that cream in it. So it's like a very light and airy pina colada,
And it's not a
which is
heavily
weird.
alcohol drink because the coconut rum is 21%.
It's 35, right?
That's 35. Yeah, good job. This one's probably like 18 or something.
I'm going to go with
50.
wait. Fuck, that's not what I was going to say. Damn it! I lost credibility.
So we're probably averaging around 19% because we didn't use that much.
It's a small drink.
And then you divide it by 2 because then there's cream, so it's like a 10. It's not
It's
as potent
weak.
as wine. Let's say that.
But because it has such an crazy heavy cream, if you're conscious of what you're going to be consuming,
Caloric intake.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
50 calories in a single tablespoon. So,
There's 3 tablespoons in an ounce, so that's 150 calories worth of cream right there.
and it's a very small drink. So
Yes.
I would say this is a drink after dinner, maybe before dinner if you need to kind of get your palate roaring. But I wouldn't go pounding down 10 of these, especially because it's probably going to make you feel weird after a while.
If you're on a
lot of
diet, it's not
cream.
going to work. But it's really tasty.
No.
It's going to be easy to pound down 10 of them.
Yeah. I would set these up and send 5 of them to your friends, and everybody has a drink and enjoys it, and then move on to something a little bit more spirit forward with less cream. Because too much cream it makes for a bad night, I think. It does.
Especially if you're lactose intolerant. Be careful.
Well, yeah, if you're lactose intolerant, this is going to kill you anyway.
If you can't eat ice cream, then don't drink this drink.
Right.
Or take your pills first.
Yeah, or take your pills
Yeah,
first. But
that's
it's pretty
that's
good.
right. We like that. So, question of the day. What is the primary ingredient of a cocktail that you go with? Is it color? Is it texture? Is it taste? Is it alcohol strength? Is it a fruit flavor? Cold? Refreshing? Like, what is that quality that you like in a cocktail? Like,
I like balance myself. We just talked
nice-
about balance in the last episode. I'm a
nice-
big fan of balance.
I like balance too, because then I feel like I can get, even if I don't necessarily like the flavor qualities of the
You
drink,
can appreciate the drink.
yeah, it'd be that clove, be that eucalyptus, like in that drink, or even Jennifer, she's not a eucalyptus fan,
But she was okay with that
but
drink.
she didn't go crazy over that drink.
Yeah.
And if you have an unbalanced drink, you're going to throw off a lot of people, and you're going to get people that don't you're going to get a lot more. The general audience isn't going to necessarily appreciate your drink.
And you can always have, you can always modify something that's unbalanced, which is half the fun of it, to make it better. Like
Right.
we were down in New Orleans at the Carousel Bar. The guy made like a Boston Sour. And he's like, "Do you trust me?" And he threw in like some chocolate bitters.
Chocolate bitters from
Yeah,
scratch.
and it came out to be really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it was Fee Brothers.
It was
Fee
Fee.
Brothers Aztec, right? Was
Yeah.
it Aztec bitters?
Yeah.
Aztec. I think it's just Aztec.
Something.
So there's, to me, the other thing I like though is the texture of a cocktail, like the egg whites and the stuff that kind of brings the weight to the cocktail is pretty good too. So what is that key feature set that you like within your cocktails? Maybe it's two things. Maybe it's balance and texture, or sometimes the aroma. You're actually smelling more than you're tasting to begin with. A lot of the sensations you're getting from a cocktail are from the aroma to begin with. So does that play a bigger part to you? I like a good floral
appearance. Maybe like a nice garnish.
red. I like the taste of red. That's it. So what you can do now is you can go buy those scoops at AwesomeDrinks.com. You can do CMC 16. Is it really?
It's 2016.
16.
So until February 5th, 2016, you get 15% off your
15%.
order on AwesomeDrinks.com.
And just as a heads up to that, I did change the shipping, so it's $75 and over for free shipping from $50. Derek wants to make money this year. He's sick of FedEx loves me.
There's a plan, huh?
Right, yeah. So it's become, because we shifted from glassware to more craft cocktail syrups, the glasses and all the liquids inside of them cost more, but I'm making less on them. So I'm doing some math, and I'm like, oh look, if you, for instance, somebody bought a case of Q Cola, it cost me $13 to get it to them.
Right.
Because they bought a case of it, the margins aren't that high, and they get free shipping, and they used the coupon code for 10% off, and they did it. So by the end of the day, you don't make any money.
Right.
So you have to make adjustments. Derek wants to make some.
So that's where that stands.
That's where that's
If you want to help Derek with his adjustments, go to patreon.com/CMC to help donate and get sneak previews into what we're doing in the future. And if you donate enough, we'll get a cocktail made for you. What's the threshold there?
$50?
$50.
Ready?
Not a month, right?
No, just
okay.
I mean, you can donate $3 a month. Once you get to 50, then you qualify for all the cool stuff.
All right, cool. And everydaydrinkers.com/donate if you want the Patreon thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got everything. We're done.
So. Good job.
What did you drink? I forgot the timer.
That's okay. I think we did a good time on that.
That
Wait,
wasn't
no,
bad.
leave
We
it.
did.
Oh shit. We got another video to do. Right here. This is the lead in.
James Bond might not drink this drink, but I would.
Because it's stirred?
Shake it.
Yeah!
I don't know where any of this came from. You want to pull up the next and I'll start.
Yeah.
Chat's getting out of hand, huh? It's amazing how distracting that is. It's getting a little bit 12-year-old, huh? What do we get for next?
All right.
Pisco, lime, simple. So we need an egg, and that's it, right?
Oh, tastes kind of ice creamish.
Like what?
Ice creamish.
Right?
I
A little
think
bit, yeah.
Probably the coconut
cream?
cream is ice creamish.
It's not bad though.
No, it's not bad.
I think if you start talking about balance, you start throwing in cream into a cocktail, it's a whole new ballgame.
Oh yeah.
So an egg, that's all we need, right? I want to get that first so I don't forget.
I don't taste pineapple though.
You don't?
No,
I got
What?
pineapple.
I can find out.
I got all coconut.
Hello.
Like literally, they're just like, hi.
Yes, Trey's a regular.
Yes?
Yeah, Trey's been here a while now. He came. He's a newer regular.
And I don't know how to add moderators because it doesn't work. So I would just have to boo people. Add. Oh, mute active music. That doesn't work.
What's the best way to submit the recipe for the show?
Recipe at everydaydrinkers.com. Send your recipe there. You can also go to, I think, everydaydrinkers.com/ I don't know, something. there's a contact us button, and then it'll come up and say, you want to submit something? Since I don't know how to add moderators, I'd have to just do it myself. I don't understand how add moderators works. You'd think it would be simple.
We've never got it to work since we
I don't know.
switched over.
And it just says add moderator, just a big empty box. Like, what do I put in there? Channel, username, or URL. What's your channel username? Is it Jay Shomer?
Channel username. No, I think it's Jennifer. Maybe it's Jay Shomer. I don't honestly know.
YouTube.com/
Or is it my Gmail? Is it jshomer@gmail?
No. I don't know if this is you or not. That didn't work either. I wonder if I can just do. So let's say here's your name. So if I click on you, I'm gonna. Oh wow, you got a really freaking long ass channel name.
I do.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll work.
Your kitchen was nice and clean.
Oh, great.
they're not bad.
doing?
They're making ice cream, I think.
How are they making?
She's got a
I
laptop
added
up
you.
with the recipe, so I don't know. Oh, the heavy cream.
Why?
Are we using heavy cream
Why
anymore?
do they do these things?
Are we using heavy cream anymore?
No.
Okay. What do we need for?
I don't know. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I was just
I just know we need the egg. Oh, it's
we need an egg.
What?
We need an egg.
We're doing Pisco. We need an egg.
I would agree.
What were the high balls?
You want me to go quiet him down?
Yeah, take them out, Ian.
Or the eyeballs?
So, how big were the high balls that you were using, Derek?
The glass?
They were only 9 ounces, right?
I don't think
Yeah,
I
the
have
glass.
I have I bought awesomedrinks.com.
We have a big ass highball. How much is
What
that?
are they looking for? The highballs we were using are. The screen is really small. 10.5 ounces.
10.5?
I think Chad, Mark, one of these guys are moderators. You're a moderator too. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, now I got a little blue line next to me. And a wrench when I talk.
I know the people who are in here all the time, and this is really hard to do from here because my screen is way over there and my body's way over here. But if you basically have to click on their name, which brings up their channel, and then from there I can type it in. Alright, Ian wants to know what's in this drink. Who's this? I don't know. Pisco Sour. Pisco!
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Simple. Mango. Is your Pisco back here?
Oh, where?
I thought you had Pisco back here.
Maybe.
Maybe you didn't. I thought it was back here just because it's a showpiece kind of thing.
No, I think this is it.
Yeah, it's
What are they doing? Brianna's already said, don't stomp.
Over, no running.
I don't know where those
screaming.
came from,
And
so
I
I'll
heard,
let you
I
keep-
promise
back.
I won't do
and
it.
I'll pull the stuff. So
Stop stomping! I don't care who it was. Stop!
we'll use Demerara because I don't know if there's some regular stuff.
I don't know if there's either. That'll work. I like Demerara.
Me too. I'm a fan of Demerara. Where's your Ango? Oh, so Pisco, lime, simple, Ango. Where did I do with the egg?
Where did I get this?
Oh, here.
What did I do with the egg?
Your Angostura, so you emptied the bottle out, but I don't know.
The Angostura is right here.
Oh, okay. Whatever you. Cool.
I just took it out of the store. Yes, I gave you a wrench.
To beat justice into the naysayers. With. It's funny how we can get a whole ounce of juice out of this,
But not out of
but not of an orange.
Because the oranges that I gave you sucked. I used them
No,
on purpose.
I mean that's what happens all the time with oranges.
No,
I've
but
never
those
gotten
are
an ounce
good.
of an orange.
That's why I got those for tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. There might just be that there's not enough orange sacks.
Yeah.
Or whatever because to do it.
Pisco lime, simple, egg. Oh, yeah, go lime.
Oh, here's lime. Yeah, we don't. I am curious. Do we have? We don't have simple eggs in here. We have a. Oh, that's not simple. No, I guess we don't. I eventually have to make some and put it in one of these bottles because it's like everything requires it. And I don't have it. There it is.
Should tell her.
Like, it's not really a game, like, hey, let's stop and see if we get in trouble. You know, you're going to. I don't tolerate stupidity. I ask one thing. Just do it. I don't ask a lot. I'm a pretty quiet dude. But if you piss me off, I'm going to be not so quiet. Huh? Submitted by Arnie Dr. Look at, we got two people that I can't understand what their names are. Plan Sweeby. Sweeby. I'm going to go with that. Is there more stuff down there that's important to know? Oh yeah, so we got a straw. You remember that thing you did on the last one just for fun? That's actually part of this recipe.
Yeah, it is.
Which means when
Where are your stir straws? I thought you had some.
Huh?
Do you have like stir straws?
No.
I'll use this thing.
Can't you just use a straw?
No, I'll use this. This will be a finer point.
Okay. Yeah, when you do it, when you put the swirl on there, stick it here, because this camera's going to come out.
I don't have any, like, I'm not very good at this swirl. Some people are really good at it. So.
I can make a swirl if you want. I don't fucking care.
Well, I mean, I can do stuff, but it doesn't look like professional like some of these people do. So.
You just swirl.
Okay.
The ones that did 3 dots and a little 3 dots and a dash, bitches. Oh, do you need an egg separator? Or
Nope.
you?
No, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, man.
Okay, man. Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Combat Cocktails. I am your host, Terrence Silver, and I'm going to be Ian Andrews. We're going to make a cocktail. Oh, he's saying that Arnie Dr. No, wait, that's Plan Sweeb was the
That's the producer.
It was the producer for this episode. Oh, looks like Jennifer didn't set up the cameras.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. And submitted by Arnie Dr. This is one of the
sour.
cocktail submissions from our surveys, and we've done a Pisco Sour in the past.
We did the Santiago sour.
We did the Santiago Sour, which is
With
a
the
Pisco
grapes.
with some muddled grapes. This is more of a classic Pisco, so I should have worn my white shirt for this episode.
Damn it.
Classic! The idea behind this, and I will give you the ingredient breakdown right now, because that's what we do on Classics. We get all pro.
Classics Pro.
2 ounces of Pisco, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, ½ ounce of simple syrup, 1 fresh egg white, Angostura bitters, which is, I guess, just a dash, lime wheel garnish. Do we want to do lime wheel garnish?
I can do a lime
Okay. Add all the ingredients to a shaker. Fill with ice. Shake vigorously. Strain to a highball. Or champagne flute if that's how you roll. We're going to garnish with a lime wheel. You're going to put 3 gentle drops of Ongo on the foam, because egg white creates foam. You're going to dry shake this bitch. Yeah. And you're going to use a straw. You can draw little designs, make little happy faces. It's only 3 drops, so you can only get so far.
Almost any time you use an egg white, you want a dry shake.
I don't even think of a time you don't, except I guess if it's Elshon.
I'm saying almost just because.
Just because there's always that one.
There's always
instance.
that one instance.
This recipe, so I went out and I looked. I like Liquor.com's recipes a lot of times because they're pretty non-so-flashy. Like, this is the classic as it is. There's probably multiple different Pisco Sours. This one's from Liquor.com.
They tend to be really straightforward.
Yes, and Pisco, my friends, let's see.
Peruvian liquor.
It's Peruvian liquor. So I believe, isn't it like, is it, I don't know, it's a grape distillate. I guess, which makes sense. Last one had grapes in it. I think that's how it works. What do you guys think? What's your product of Peru? What's your favorite Pisco, and have you ever had a Pisco? That's a question of the day. I might have one later. Oh, question of the day. I really enjoy trying to get something that's completely outside the box. What are your thoughts on autonomous cars? Cars that drive themselves.
Awesome.
Right?
Pretty cool, man. I can text and drive, text and
Anything
ride.
that stops traffic,
When I was-
about it. All about it.
When I got my convertible, my TT, I was all about driving. Like, I love just
It is fun to
hammering on the
drive.
road. It's fun to drive. But you know what? I do a lot of driving. So
It
that's
gets
so
old.
fun. Yeah. So I like to have the option to be able to drive both. When I originally envisioned where those cars were going to go, I thought they were going to have to change the roads and everything for them, which is never going to fly.
Yeah.
But now that we have computers that can kind of just figure shit out on their own,
Yep, algorithms.
having both on the road at one time, and you know what? I would love to be reading and not have to worry about the 80-year-old guy that just jumps in front of me without a blinker and pisses me off.
You know we need a glass.
It's a highball, isn't it? Is it a highball?
What did you just say?
I did say it's a highball. Or shit.
Did you say highball?
Yeah, can you get me a... What do you got
A
there?
highball?
I know. I don't
Wow.
understand it. Hold on.
No,
2,
I've had these
3.
in coupe glasses. I've had
I know.
them in
It's only three. No,
Yeah.
there's no way. There's no way this is a highball.
coupe or Nick and Nora.
Let's go with Nick and Nora.
Those are all. the
Actually,
stuff-
go with the coupe because we're gonna do artwork on the top.
That's what we did last time we used this for artwork. So what he is doing right now is he's
Ooh, it was smoking when I opened it.
nice. He has taken the egg white and what is the word?
Emulsified.
Emulsified.
Proteins.
I like how you knew exactly what I was trying to come up with for a word. He's emulsified the proteins.
We've been doing this together for a little while.
I know.
I can read your mind.
That's fucked up, man. He basically has injected air into the egg white. The egg white it holds the structure of foam. Really, it holds bubbles.
You're gonna see some
If
foam
you
there.
if you use pineapple juice, which works pretty well, typically you won't get as much foam to it, and it won't last as long because the bubbles go and they pop. You need something to hold the structure of the bubbles with the protein, and the way you can do that is with an egg white. And yes, it's an egg white.
Not yet.
If you're afraid of poultry, or whatnot, I don't know. Is eggs considered poultry, or is it considered something else?
They are.
Sure. Sure, why not? Did you already have a device for this?
I do, but it's like I forgot that we don't have the.
The pour? We can put it in here. I have a calf for it now. I'll do that later.
Oh, that didn't work as well. As
Just dashing is going to be uncontrolled. Is what you're worried about. Well, we'll see how this goes. 1, 2, 3. You're just going to throw them all in one place and swirl them out from
Yep.
there.
That's the plan, man.
So the protein structure allows the egg whites to continue to stay relevant for a longer period of time. Thus, you can hand the drink to your patron or your friends, and it's going to look really badass for a long time. Not like 30 seconds long, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. If it takes you more than 20 minutes to drink a Pisco Sour, then you are drinking incorrectly.
Because the Pisco Sour is awesome. It should go down a lot faster than that.
Right, and that's pretty good. See, I thought
Like my
you knew what you were
Starburst?
doing.
I didn't know what I was doing at first, and I
There
just
you
kind of
go.
winged it.
You wang it. Here, move this out of the way.
Yeah, let me get that out of the way before Jen yells at me. Wait!
What? What are we waiting for?
Garnish.
Oh, you shit. You gotta have a garnish on there, bitches. There you go. Oh, that's sex. Hey! So, now
Now
what
you
you
forgot
have,
to remove your cutting board.
God damn it.
you have the nice structure of the egg white. If you're afraid of egg white, what's the big issue with egg white?
Salmonella.
Salmonella.
People
Guess
are afraid
what?
of salmonella.
It's not a fucking problem.
You're
The
probably going
chances
to win the
you-
lottery before you get salmonella.
Sweet.
Right, so
Which is probably no
It's
consolation to all those people who didn't just win Powerball.
I don't know what the number is of chances, like how many eggs in a bazillion dozens you need to get salmonella, but it's fucking high. If you handle your egg whites correctly, which is, if one's broken inside and whatever, or you see somebody peeing on them, those are the ones you don't
Well,
use.
Just buy pasteurized eggs and don't worry about
Buy a pasteurized egg. The most chance of getting salmonella is actually from the shell, not from inside of it. So, deal with it.
warm. Look at
what?
all that. I mean, I don't know if
Did you already take a sip?
there's like a lot of froth in this thing. I don't know if you want to do it from the camera or not, but you can see how much
You can
froth
put it
is
right
in
up
there.
into the camera.
You can see how much froth is in
Camera
there
roll.
still. That's just all from the egg white. So there's more where that came from. We might have been able to go on highball actually because of that.
No, it would just be a froth. It would be a froth highball.
Yeah.
I don't want like it's like when you pour a beer and it's got that much foam in it.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Like when you just tap a keg for the first time, and somebody put way too much CO2 in it, and all you're getting is foam for the first 10 beers, and then you leave the foam off the side. You ever do that? Like you have
Yes.
a pitcher of beer with just foam, and,
And
then
it
you come back
settles,
later
yeah.
and you get like a quarter of an ounce of beer in there.
Air takes up space.
Does it?
That's the bottom line.
It's still there. I'm breathing it in. It's still there. I can't get rid of it.
Said so.
That's right. So what do you think?
I like a pisco sour myself. Okay.
It's-
I liked the Santiago sour that we did. I liked
That had more
a lot.
grape accent. This has a
Yeah.
little bit of grape flavor though.
This is a very light drink. I mean, the egg white
The
makes it really light.
aeration,
The
yeah.
aeration makes it really light. But the pisco and the and the syrup and everything, it has a light flavor.
Dry.
It's balanced. It's dry. It's
Yes,
not
yeah.
heavy alcohol.
The egg white tends to do that. It dries it out at the end. Like there's some sugar in here. It's balanced. It's a let's see. It's a 2-1-1.
Now
Right?
it looks like a palm tree.
It's not quite a 2-1-1. Oh yeah, dude. That's pretty
Maybe I should have done that to start with.
Wow, you should have thought that through. Yeah, show that bitch. That's a nice little palm tree. Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin it.
I don't know if it's a palm tree as much as
It's
a
a pineapple
tree from a
topper.
savanna.
It's the top of a pineapple.
Yeah, I like how you're gonna go around it.
Yeah,
Dude, you could
preserve that.
have made a highball out of this drink.
Shit.
No, but it is basically it's almost a 2-on-1. It's a 2-1 half.
Yeah.
So it's balanced slightly into the sour realm.
Yes.
There's a couple reasons that could be.
The egg white may be balancing off that citrus a little bit, which I think it
tempering
is.
it down.
Yep.
The pisco might have. I mean, it's a core distilled spirit, but maybe it tends to play better on the sour side of things. Maybe the pisco sour is supposed to have a little bit of sour to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be
Which
the
it does.
pisco balance.
Well, the
This
nice thing is
pisco.
we're using also lime juice in the clear spirit instead of a lemon juice.
Right.
So the acid content isn't as like really forward in your face as with lemon. Lime tends to be a little bit sweeter as an acid. So
Yeah.
the fact that there's lime, that could make it a
I just
2-on-1.
like lime.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
I like this drink.
It's a good. This is a drink. You know how sometimes we say, "Oh, I can have one of these at the start of the night, or one of these at the end of the night, or
Could
when
sip these
visitors
all
come
night.
over, you have it." That is an all-night drink.
Yeah, because
all night.
It's not too heavy, not too in your face.
No, this is. You could sip it intellectually. You could sip it at a party. Any way you drink this, it works.
I think the only problem with this drink is the availability of pisco.
That's the only one I got.
It tends to be hard to find.
I
So,
bought it
but
at
if you
the
find some pisco, you got to make a pisco sour with it. Bottom line, it's good.
If
Find
I
a good
can,
recipe and try a couple of them.
I will see if I can find what's the
Santiago sour?
Spirit
Oh.
Exchange.
Yeah.
Craft Spirits Exchange. So let me see if I can find if they have a pisco. I'll link it to
You
the
can link it.
bottom because
If you buy through that link, that's great because Derek's got a partnership with them.
right, and that would be good for me.
So
Although-
that's one way to help Derek out. Another is to go to patreon.com/CMC and donate,
Do that.
or everydaydrinkers.com/donate, or
Oh,
put to awesomedrinks.com. You can get yourself your own set of coupe glasses and
they have two.
cocktail making utensils. Oh, they have a couple of piscos
Yep.
there.
Oh my God! Don't prompt me for your mailing list. I've been here before.
Usually it goes in.
They have Macho Pisco and Capuro Premium Pisco. Both one's $27.99, the other's $37 each.
I'm guessing the links for those are going to be down below.
They will both be there. God, I hope so. Sometimes I scrub through and I don't see every word, but I tend to. You know what's weird? I get, and maybe people can relate, but I don't know if you do this, but I'll watch a show and I'll literally get engaged with it and watch the show. I know what's gonna happen. I'm on it.
You still get in it.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? If it's just me recording and you're not here or whatever, and it's just me by myself, I can't do it. Like
You can't just watch yourself.
I cannot just watch myself. But
Oh,
the
you mean the
interaction with
the
other
show.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
yeah.
I'm editing, I'll just be like, why did it take me 2 hours to edit this week?
'Cause
Because
you
I
were
watched the
watching.
whole goddamn thing that I was there for to begin with. It doesn't make any sense.
I will listen to it in the background sometimes at work. So.
Yeah, I'm not doing it at work. I'm doing it at night.
Most of the time, I'll go back and watch when somebody says something that's relevant because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on
then
the
you
show,
gotta
and I'm like, what
figure
the
out what they said.
fudge were we talking
Mhm.
about? And I go figure it out.
I like how you muted yourself on
Yeah,
that.
well, the chat room's vulgar enough tonight, so I figure I'll not
Good,
contribute.
it's all good.
So, if Pisco is not cheap, but I've had this for a long time.
Yes.
I feel like if I sat down and I made Pisco sours, I could finish that bottle, and that would be the best $37 ever. Because you would make a shitload of cocktails for that.
And you make a lot of friends, I think, 'cause it's a great drink.
You make a lot of
You
friends.
just pass them out.
Yeah.
Think about it like this.
Anybody on the
Pisco
street?
sours are great.
Where's my money? I want to. Here's an example.
Where's
so,
my money?
so if I came over and I'm like, if I went to a bar and like, look, I need to buy some friends. What can I get for $37? Like, you're not gonna get any friends.
No.
But if you go,
Well, what kind of bar are you going to? Because that'll buy you about a song and a half of friends at the kind of bar that I'm thinking of.
or it's either a piano bar or the type of bars Ian goes to. This will get you at least
Not
3
the
lines
type
of
of
coke.
bars I've worked at.
No, that would be 3 lines of coke.
No, that's
That's at least a line and a
a
half.
song and a half. That's almost 2 songs worth of friendship.
Two
right, now you
songs
got it.
worth of friendship. Or you get yourself a $37 bottle. I don't know how much this one is, but I don't know where I get this one. But you get one of those two, and you'll be able to get yourself plenty of friends and a good time. And there's not a lot of things you can do for $37 plus shipping. I'm just saying. But if you don't want to do that, you can get Pisco because you're in Peru or you just happen to have a better selection of it. You're not in New Hampshire with the state control. You can probably special order it at your local liquor stores. But what you can't special order are these scoop glasses, which you can get at awesomedrinks.com. Did we say that already?
Yep.
All right. We're done then.
We are.
All right. I forgot to start my timer. So we're just going to teach you how to drink.
Yes.
Lead in.
Go for it. You got it?
I'm just going to make it shit up. Today we're going to make a cocktail that's both balanced, awesome,
And
right?
classic.
Oh, and I guess it could be
It's
classic.
kind of classic. And you get to express your artistic side a little bit with this drink if you want.
You peed in it.
What's Pisco again?
Pisco.
Stanley wants to know.
Pisco is a Peruvian,
Peruvian-
liquor distilled from...
I think it's grapes.
Grapes?
I think it's a grape distilled Peruvian. We aren't recording right now.
I don't like to watch. The live stream is always recording, and to see like people walk in front of it, it's a thing with me. Okay.
So you just don't want to see people's heads walking back and forth. It doesn't have to do with you don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Grapes.
It has to do with the live streams always
Right.
recording, and to have people walking back and forth, it bugs me.
What's
That's
next?
fine.
Pull up. What do I gotta grab?
You got one battery bar left over here, FYI.
We have another battery upstairs.
Is it charged?
Should be.
That was the stone dead one.
Why was it stone dead?
I don't know. That wouldn't turn on, and that was stone dead.
Last one. Apple pie. Oh, it's a shooter. Okay.
Oh, Apple
Yeah,
pie
I'm
shit.
guessing we're not. That's a porn shoot. Crown Regal and Tennessee Fire.
I don't know if we have Tennessee Fire, but we have,
Well, we have some
Fireball
kind of
something.
fire.
Jeffrey, did you?
No, I didn't know that. Whoops! I just kicked the camera though.
We'll just rank this one, yeah.
Crown Apple, is that what it said?
What is this?
Yeah, that's Regal Apple.
This the Pisco sour?
Yeah.
I thought you already did that.
When we did Santiago sour, which is Pisco with grapes muddled in it. And what? What are you swearing at? There should both be cinnamon whiskey and Regal. It looks like Crown Royal, like that bottle, but green.
Yeah, no, there's one. Maple
Pretty good.
there. I can't bend over. My knees hurt.
I can get that.
Can you look? Oh.
No, I won't.
You're
want,
already
I will
down.
Get.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with your knee?
Old.
I hear you.
Did you hear that? Mine just popped too.
Oh, my knee hurts. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's because you do shit that makes people hurt.
Mostly me.
Mostly me. Pisco sour's good.
Yeah, apparently.
I hated it actually.
Where is my Crown? Oh, it's over here.
There you go.
So you know what we'll use? We'll use Jeremiah.
I was gonna say, let's use the Jeremiah weed.
There's
Why
Crown
didn't I say
Royal,
that?
Regal, and Jeremiah.
Then we need some shots of 101. Easy
Shot,
round.
Can we use the CMC shot glasses?
Same 2 shot glasses.
CMC shot
Oh,
glasses.
CMC shot
They have
glasses.
the
Yes.
word CMC on them.
I will grab them. You'll hook me up. Pisco.
Derek and Ian, what's your opinion on Chivas Regal Scotch whiskey? If you've heard of it.
Chivas Regal. Hold on.
Chivas Regal.
We'll find. I'll tell you in a minute.
I haven't had Chivas in a long time, so I don't remember. What are your CMC shot glasses?
The tall ones
Oh, okay.
with the heavy bottoms on them.
Yep.
You want to give me a tasting glass?
You want to do tasting or you want one of those plastic ones?
Oh shit. We could use a plastic one.
Just toss that.
You don't have to measure. I don't know. What's my opinion on
we got 2
Chivas?
different ones here. We got the olive one. Probably don't want that one.
Olive?
The olive.
I didn't know they ever made those. Let's try some Chivas Premium Scotch 12-year-old aged whiskey. Smells like Scotch.
My grandmother was a fan of the Chivas.
Is that like a euphemism?
I like Chivas. I mean, it's, from what I remember, it's good. I haven't had it in a while.
Is that enough? Yeah. Smells like any type of... Tastes like any Scotch I could drink. This is like a blended Scotch, isn't it? Blended Scotch whiskey, yep. It's got a little bit of a smoky stuff in the back.
A little bit. The oak comes out a lot.
It's like oak and smoke.
It's smooth.
For a blended whiskey, 12 years old.
I like it. I like Chivas, yeah.
It's a little bit more balanced, I think, than say
As I remember,
Johnny Walker.
Some people are die-hard Chivas fans.
Really? I don't know how you get diehard about a blended whiskey, but most people I
Well,
know
it's
that are diehard are single malts.
The
You
thing
did a
is,
review of the Crown Royal Apple, right?
yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe.
I
The
think
thing
you
is, it's
did.
a big brand. Chivas has a lot of reach, I think, and that's why it's got a lot of fans.
Did we? don't think so. No, we didn't. We used it. We used it for 2 drinks. We used it in this Christmas drink. We used it in one that had, I think Jalitha and Dan. We did a shooter with it.
Yeah, but okay.
Was it a shooter?
I thought you reviewed it first.
We didn't do a review. No. Tastes like apples.
It's actually pretty good. I like it.
I review things that people send me before I review things I purchased. Because they're waiting for it. Crown Royal isn't waiting. Now, if Crown Royal came and said you should do a review, I would do it.
Oh, what were you thinking, Ian?
What time is it?
Derek, I hope he finds you well.
I think we were looking at the time.
Want to grow your revenue with... Oh, fucking... It's channel... Like, because my channel's kind of popular, all I get is people trying to get me to partner with them. Like, oh, I'm planning to break my partnership with Tastemade and go out solo and make more money. And I don't need another one. I'm not looking for more partners. I'm looking to make money.
Money.
If I can stop recording. That's gonna be wrong. We can do the lineup shots here like we did last time, right? That came out pretty good.
Line the shots up over there?
Yeah, like, and then I can put them on
yeah, I like that one.
Instagram.
Or cinnamon whiskey. Okay. That might be worse.
What?
It says or cinnamon whiskey. It's producer Juan Romero. New producer. Excellent.
Yeah, it like literally came in today.
Submitted by Stefan.
It is. It's like, Steven. I don't know.
Your brother.
You ready? You drinking some water? We didn't use those at all this week.
No.
Why not?
I just realized that. Maybe we can use it here.
Yeah, why not?
Use it here?
A week later. There's another one right here.
You want to change your shirt, Ian?
I was thinking about
show?
that. I've never done that. I brought shirts. I never changed them.
Why not? We can
Wait. Yeah, no. It's Sunday Night Shooters.
Okay, why are we screaming?
Because you'll see in a second.
Okay. So we're not using this one as the one here?
No, use whatever one we want.
Use both.
That one was just water, so it don't matter.
I can't believe we didn't use those at all this week.
What do you want to be remembered by after you're passed away? Well, that's the question of the day.
Okay.
My amazing flatulence.
Really?
My
That would be
amazing
Leo.
flatulence.
Yes.
He's the only one who like farts in public and laughs about it. I'm like, that's not funny.
And giggles.
It's not funny. I'm like,
Sunday shirt.
Oh, there you go.
we need to make a Sunday Night Shooter shirt we can wear.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday.
At Ian, I love Motown also.
Motown?
Yes, nice. Thank you.
I missed that. You said something
Why?
about Motown.
I've talked about Motown before. I like Motown.
Like today? This week? Last week?
Previous.
This year? And previously on.
Previously
Conrad
on
Cocktails.
Conrad Cocktails. Dun dun.
So I guess we'll start pimping these next week.
Oh, yeah, well, we can do it here.
I know, but this is technically next week since it's
yeah.
Sunday.
So we don't do this. Perfect.
Fuck that.
Okay, we're going.
Do some shots, man.
Shots. Welcome to Sunday Night Shooters. I'm your host, Derek Schober. That, my friend, says Ian. I'm going to just get down so we're about the same height.
What?
You know what?
You know what? We got a producer here with us. Juan.
I hit my ring. So, Juan, thank you for being a Patreon subscriber. We get like 3 new subscribers this week.
Which is awesome, yeah. So if you want to be a subscriber also, you can go to patreon.com/CMC and donate, or everydaydrinkers.com/donate.
That is what
Got
you need to
that
do
out,
immediately.
right?
So what we're going to create today is called the Apple Pie Shooter. This, I don't know how long I've had this recipe. I did a search in my inbox for the word shooter. Hey, helpful tip for you folks. If you submit your recipe at everydaydrinkers.com, if you put the word shooter...
It's probably going to happen on Sunday, and it helps us look for it.
Exactly, because I got like 500 or 600 recipe submissions. Some, like this week, I'm like, I need a shooter. So I went to my mailbox, I typed shooter. Boom! Right, and I saw it, and I was like, A, I got the ingredients. B, that's a new one that I got recently.
Perfect.
C, let's do it! So
D, simple. Equal parts crown apple and cinnamon whiskey. We're using...
I love D.
Jared.
Simple.
I know you love D. You love the D. Jeremiah Wheat. What are these things? Check these out. They're left and right-handed measuring beakers.
I love how I'm going to ask you a question and you don't get a chance to answer. What are these things?
You can get these at awesomedrinks.com.
You can. I've been looking for these for
They're
so long.
glass beakers
Yeah.
with a up to 5 tablespoon measurement on one side, 3 ounces on the other side, up to 75 milliliters
Yes.
on that same side.
Plus or minus 5%. That's
Plus or
what a
minus.
lot of beakers do. That
Yeah.
like 5%.
Yeah, there's
So
a
while
pouring,
he's building this, I'm going to explain to you why this matters. And we didn't use these all week. I don't know why, because we just haven't get used to it yet. I wanted to standardize. I've been trying to get away from the OXOs a little bit for a couple reasons. They tend to be dicks to me. So I don't like to work with companies that like to be dicks to me. I think that's it just makes me angry. These folks, not so much of a dick. So the big difference here, and you might not notice off the top, but because you have a cylindrical shape, you have less surface area kind of at the top. It's not as wide as these are. There's a less margin for error when you're making a pour. So as Ian's pouring this, if he goes, oh fuck, I gotta stop, right? His chances of going way over the line are a lot slimmer, where this has more volume to have to fill to move the line up.
There's a reason scientists use graduated cylinders.
Exactly. So you can buy eye this a lot easier as opposed to these. The downfall to these that I can see, and we haven't played with them enough to really apply this, is they only have the 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, or 25, 50, 75.
So the resolution isn't amazing.
Right. So if you wanted an ounce and a half, you have to buy eye it, which actually isn't that hard because I can figure out where about a half is.
That's a good lineup, I think, right there.
Oh yeah.
For like a camera shot or something.
You want to do a camera shot?
Yeah, that'd be cool if we do a shot of these, like for Instagram.
How many times do I have to say it before it's gonna get done?
I don't know.
Some number of times.
I think we lined up the CMC on the shot glasses. Oh, you can get your CMC shot glasses at awesomedrinks.com also,
Yep.
I think.
You can get them at awesomedrinks.com/CMC.
Yeah.
Because if you go there, you can it'll bring you to where you can get the mats, the shot glass.
Yeah, because you got a whole lot of CMC branding going on.
I do.
I don't know why you didn't just grab a shot while you were up, Jen.
Oh,
Now
I
I
don't
gotta,
either.
Now she gotta walk all over.
I gotta break the fourth wall.
Thank you,
There
Ian.
goes the wall.
I'll
So
give it Jen, all right, it's fine.
now you know something about glassware. It's really all about you want to actually have them be taller than wider.
And if you really want some accuracy, then you need like an early
Weight.
iron flask or something.
Yeah. You want to do it by weight. I mean, you can still use these and do them by weight
Yeah,
if you
but
tear it.
weight is a great way to do accuracy.
That is super scientific.
We've touched
done
on
it.
weight with specific
Yeah.
specific gravity episode.
You can search for specific gravity and you will find that. But overall, just having something that can give you a quick glance, even if you only use it for 1, 2, 3, which are usually good for core spirits, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
if you're doing a 2-1-1,
Yep.
you got the 2.
You can even build in there.
One and
I mean,
one.
if you have 2-on-1, you could build a couple of those in there. You could do 2 with your spirit, and
That's
up
true.
to 3 with your.
If you can do math,
and these may be good for you. And the funny thing is, we were talking about these being left and right-handed. You're like, well, why don't you just turn it like that? So
because it's got pores
because
on both sides.
it's got measurements on both sides. So if you're right-handed and you're measuring on the ounces like I can see, that's fine. But if you're
Right.
left-handed and this is the only pour spout, then your ounces are far away from you now. But now
Right.
it doesn't matter. So
Right, and it
It's
took
all
me a
about the
while. I'm
weight.
like, that's just left and right-handed. I fixed the problem, and I was like, oh, but the measures are now I'm looking at tablespoons, and if I'm not doing measures by tablespoons,
Yep. So there's that. All right.
dude, it smells all up in the house apple.
It does. Ready?
Ready?
1,
It's gonna be
2,
awesome.
3, shoot.
Whoa! Yeah, that's some cinnamon.
Wow,
It's
yeah.
not bad.
So,
Awesome. It's that red hot cinnamon.
did we
We
say
did
what
do
the
a,
ingredients are?
We did do a review
Equal
of a bunch
parts?
of cinnamon. Yeah, equal parts.
But this is
We
cinnamon
did the
whiskey.
cinnamon whiskey reviews where we compared this to Tennessee
Right,
Fire, to
so
Fireball.
This
Yeah.
recipe,
That overpowers the apple.
Well, the
It
apple's
does.
in there too, though. I like that.
I get a little bit of apple.
I get a little bit.
Not nearly as much as the cinnamon, but
I got a
Um,
tiny hint.
the JD Tennessee Fire is
I might
what
go
the,
2 to
what
1
the,
on this, just because.
it could be the JD Tennessee Fire that was suggesting the recipe is different. Maybe it's weaker.
Yeah.
Where this is more upfront cinnamon.
It's got a red hot taste.
Fire-
That's good.
yeah,
Like,
like
those
gave our-
red hot candies.
It's like
Tennessee
Valentine's.
went away.
I gave away the Tennessee Fire. I gave away all the ones that weren't Fireball in this.
There's the JD.
Yeah.
One also. There's
Unless
four
it's
predo-
around. I think I gave them one.
There's 4 dominant ones out there, right? There's
Yeah.
the Jack Daniels. There's the Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
There's the Fireball. And there's the
Jeremiah. There's a couple other ones people have already suggested. Oh, you need to try this. I'm like, cinnamon whiskey?
These are the big ones in the market right now.
Right now, let me tell you what. You burped up apple. Lots of cinnamon whiskey out there. So, it's like Fireball made a market, and everybody else is now trying to jump in to win. Personally, I thought we selected Jeremiah Weed.
We like that because it was
Curtis, you and me, right?
Yeah, it distinguished itself
Right.
above the other ones because it had a different.
And the ones that Curtis thought were foul and bad, Don's family's like, oh no, that sounds awesome. And so I'm like, no,
everybody's
no.
got different tastes.
So I hand it to them. I'm like, no, try this. They tried it. Like, no, I like the other one better. I'm like, then you're a lost cause. Like, I can't help you.
Then you just got some free.
Well, you kind of have to compare them side by side too.
Yeah.
Right, in a
you
blind
have to
tasting.
compare- Yeah.
We're talking about a group of people that when they go hunting to these hunting camps and these parties, they bring a bottle. It's like a ritual.
Yeah.
They always bring. I think it's Jim Beam they use.
I think so.
Or whatever. And so that's what they bring. So out of all these parties, and let's face it, good times that they've had is with this product. So they've adopted a taste that matches that time, right? So when you go, I have a good time, I'm happy,
Yes.
and I match it to this flavor, it's very hard to pull somebody away and go, but this is a better product. Like,
Well,
but this one
brand
makes me
loyalty-
happy.
That's where brand loyalty comes from, and that's
Right.
a whole other story.
And you've become brand loyal to a specific thing, and it's very hard to break somebody to that, which is
Yes.
awesome for the brand. I don't want to all I want
No,
to
no.
do is expose them to a product that I think is a better product based on 3 people tasting it blind.
Yeah.
Right,
There's
without
nothing
any-
wrong with brand loyalty. I mean, you like
No.
a brand, you like a brand. You know what it tastes like. You know how to mix it. That kind
Right,
of thing.
and I have a brand loyalty, and people want to know what our brand
I have
loyalties
my own
are.
brand loyalties. And
Like,
there's stuff I like.
I like the plantation brand
I do
from
too.
a rum brand. I like the
For an
rum
American
Sorbet.
Gem, I like the
New Amsterdam. He
Yeah.
likes
Blue Cheer Bay.
Blue Cheer
Blue Cheer
Bay.
Bays.
Jennifer's a
Jen loves that. She
big-
likes Tippy Cow too, I think.
Tippy
Yeah.
Cow. She's on the Tippy Cow. All the Blue Cheer
Anything I
Bay.
can drink straight out of the
Right.
bottle is what
And
I like.
we're talking like it doesn't matter what the Blue Cheer Bay is.
She's gonna like it. Yeah.
She's going to.
I do.
She likes it before it. And
I think I have a lot of brand loyalties because we're in a great position where we get to try a lot of cool
Exactly.
things. So we get a lot of variety. Like
Patron Exos Incendio.
that's pretty cool.
Fucking awesome.
Brockman's Gin, amazing.
Right. Brockman's St.
I
Augustine.
mean,
like
the Luxardo
the hazelnut
hazelnut
stuff.
is really good. I mean, I'll take that over
Luxardo.
Frangelico.
And the thing is, it's hard, and people say, "What's your favorite brands?" It's hard for us because we have so many options.
And there's so much subtle variation between
Right.
the brands that like draws you into it for different reasons. So it's
Yeah.
hard to rank one above the other a lot of times.
And I try not to, but there are ones I like to use more. And for the record, everything over here, well, not everything, most of the stuff on this shelf is something that we would recommend to people, which is why it's on the shelf. And as we find new things, they land.
I
Bombay is here because it's a standard, right? You have different products. Chartreuse, you can't eat. There's no other
no
thing to match
replacement,
it.
yeah.
So they
Benedictine,
hold
same
their
thing.
rank. Benedictine, herring, they hold their rank because there's nothing that compares. They have a unique recipe
Havana Club
that blasts the market.
it's-
But then there's Havana Club,
with very unique flavor. to
all the
it,
plantations. They have to compete against people with a similar product, and I think they win. So there's a brand loyalty. What's your brand loyalty? If I haven't asked the question,
That's a great.
I want to know what
Or-
your brand loyalty is.
What do you want to be remembered for when you pass up?
Or the
And,
question of the day.
Not or and. We're logically
And.
ending that.
And
That's ampersand.
whatever you want to answer.
What would you want to be remembered for when you've passed away or you're dead? You're gone now. What is the key thing that you go? That's what I want people to think when they think of me.
Yeah.
For me, I guess it's alcohol.
I don't know.
Well, I think
I want people to be like, "Here's a nice guy." I'd be okay with that.
it'll be a small group of people, but they're all gonna like him.
Yeah.
Well, but then now you have all the CMC fans, so
I hope
Ian's
so.
funeral is gonna be full of people that go, "That guy's a nice guy."
Well, it's gonna be a computer screen. It's a lot of people tell
You're gonna
me.
live stream it.
My funeral's getting live streamed.
Yeah.
If I die within
That's
the time,
that's the thing.
Popular.
If I'm dead, you have to live stream my funeral. If I'm dead,
All
if
right.
you're dead, I have to live stream your funeral.
Jen, I know it's gonna be hard, but you have to show me how to use the camera. I know you're gonna be
There's-
preoccupied.
Oh yeah, I may be crying.
You may be trying.
There's that, it's
But you
like,
can show me how.
no. She's gonna be crying when she sees the
funeral bill.
Life insurance.
No, my life insurance. I have $1 million life insurance policy, so she's not gonna be crying.
I'll
Yeah,
be cheering.
She's only got a $250,000 life
Come
insurance
on.
policy.
Oh, you'll be
Now.
crying.
So
I'm all about money. Is that what you're saying? I'm hurt.
He's just saying there's a motive in there.
I think it's.
When you guys, they need to investigate.
He's just
That's
saying
what
have an
he's
alibi,
saying.
Jen. Have an alibi.
I'm just saying, if you have this on record, you gotta have a good alibi.
I
So-
think on that note,
Yeah, I think
What-
you should wrap this up.
Answer the questions. Leave the comments. This is the slowest period for Common Man cocktails. It's tail end of January coming in, right? Everybody wanted New Year's Eve drinks. They wanted Christmas drinks.
Yep.
Huge views. And
There's
then it
nothing
goes.
big coming up. We got Valentine's Day coming up, but there's nothing really big. Valentine's Day, St.
If you have
Patrick's
a
Day.
Valentine's Day recipe@everydaydrinkers.com.
Or if you want to get a jump on it, go St. Patty's Day and give us a little.
Either one of those two. If you want those type of things on the show, you need to have them well in advance because we record a week in advance, and I don't think about it until like the last minute. So submit those, and just remember, we need comments. And advertising is way down during January because all the companies blew their load in December. So patreon.com/CMC. We good?
If you're a Patreon patron,
yes.
it's a good thing because stay tuned. We're getting ready to put something together that we're going to have an exclusive release to our patrons.
Right.
For previewing and feedback.
So you get to be like, it's kind of like you get to be a secondary editor or feedback. What do they call it when a movie comes out before? Like
Pre-release?
Yeah, but like only a small group of people get to see it.
Select screening?
Maybe it's just like, yeah, you get a select screening. Does that sound right? He's a movie guy. I don't know this shit.
There's another word. I just can't think of it.
So something word, some word.
Yeah.
Words in there. Anyway, we're done. We're teaching you how to drink.
Words, movement, drinks.
Words.
That's our formula.
Words, drink.
Words, drink.
Lean in.
All right.
Shots.
No, that was
We do leads for shots?
All
Alright, ready? Today, we're going to have words. We're going to talk about stuff. There's going to be drinking.
That's some movement of the hands.
Lots of this and energy.
Some of this.
Lots of that. So stay tuned.
I'll just one of these for each of us. What's
No,
up?
no,
What's this?
lots.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing this. There's an arc in mine.
Oh, is it?
I don't have a line. There's no line.
So if it's straight, it's bad. If it's
I mean,
arc, it's
you can
drinking.
go like, oh, and chip a tooth or something. But if you chip a tooth, you're doing it wrong. Here, I'm going to let you redo that because back and legs are still not friendly.
You want me to put those back? Is that what you're saying?
I could probably.
I can put them
Redo
back.
that.
This was second
Like redo it. You mean undo it?
I thought this was second shelf. What the fudge? Where did it come from?
What the fudge? Son of a biscuit!
Oh. There you go.
Holy schmow!
Schmau. Holy schmegma.
Jesus, Joseph, and Mary!
All of them.
All of them. All three. Wow. Eddie.
What's going on, guys? LOL. Oh, thanks, Dan. I don't know what I
Trey.
did. Old manage. That's what I got. Old man arthritis.
How do you have old man arthritis? Maybe is it in your family? Oh, I'm supposed to do a soap opera. You know what? Why does that creak all of a sudden? It started creaking ever since I broke a bottle of vodka down here.
How have you been doing with your diet? You're still boxing? All right.
I have nothing.
You want me to get out of the way? Or?
No, I have not. I'm just standing here.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Got some bitters there?
Nope.
Oh God, here we go.
If I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it.
You mean you're gonna destroy it? Oh, there we go. Every time.
Every time. Works 60% of the time. Every time.
Oh, really?
Every
60%.
Yeah, that's a.
It's a
of course,
quote
that's
from a movie.
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
60% of the time, it works every time.
What the heck is back? What's that snapping in my knees?
9:41. That's not bad considering you didn't start until.
Dude.
Hey, we did good. Hey, we got an outlet installed. We got some arrangement going on. You got some computer stuff going on.
Yeah, I had a show. So
You
just to
don't-
let you know,
you don't
most of
want
the issues I had with the streaming thing was because I was hitting
It was
record.
Derek was being an idiot and not reading.
I wasn't hitting stream, I was hitting record, so it was actually recording it locally and not streaming.
So everything was working as designed.
No, not everything.
No, they changed it.
Just what they did is they swapped the buttons into a different way.
But he didn't read.
I was
He
gonna
just
say
clicked.
user error, probably.
Yeah.
There was some user error, but it was exacerbated by the update.
Exacerbated? Is that
Yeah.
kind of like
Oh,
masturbated?
no. And then, on top of which, the latest update can't find that camera. But it does when you actually just say add the camera, but it won't out of the box, so that was confusing, and I had to uninstall that.
Trey says, Derek, you're awesome.
And then on top,
He knows.
thank you, Trey. And then on top of that, I couldn't figure out how to get my video from here to that screen. It was because this was on AT&T Wi-Fi, because all of these stupid Wi-Fi routers now have like a second Wi-Fi for public access.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you never know that. If you drive down the road, just skip.
Well, I know you can war drive, but
Yeah, but it says.
but they
it
have
says
stuff
Wi-Fi.
that's actually public for.
On purpose.
They're trying to create like a huge.
Yes, it's like
is this
a-
going outward?
It's right. It's
Oh,
like
you know
cloud.
what? Fuck! What did I just do? I just screwed up your alignment. No, because I can base on this.
Dude, it's the bot. It's the pipe.
But this is aligned, right? So I can do
It's
it.
it's a rough alignment. To
I
that
can do it
pipe.
based on this.
No,
Oh, that's not where it is.
I don't know. I didn't. I do it based on that fucking pipe
Put that where
because
goes.
it matches where this goes. Dude, it's fine.
It's fine, but I'm gonna move.
So when we record tomorrow, you think we should take these down and just keep it clear, clean, like a
Like a real
like
bar.
that, and go slide it out?
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, because we have to do the slide out. I think. Oh no. I think that's gonna be more professional.
Yeah.
On the presentation. So
And
yeah.
it's not common in cocktails. So.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah. I mean, there's a cross promotion there, but
Right.
I think
But you can.
I think it's its own thing until it becomes.
Yeah, I think the stream is.
You think what? Speaking?
The stream is frozen. It's been frozen for me for a while, and now people are saying it's been freezing for them. So probably just end it.
Their loss.
Why did I hear noise?
I don't know. He just heard noise.
Oh, it's right from here.
Darn it, darn it, darn it.
Good.
I just saw you clean it. I'm watching him clean it right now.
All right.
So we've got these here.
Boom, boom, boom.
So tomorrow, do we want to talk about tomorrow tonight, or do we want to just?
Yeah,
We should probably end the stream.
Yeah. Secret, super secret stuff, guys. Sorry.
All right, folks. I think I'm still on camera. I should be. Ian was standing here. He's big. We're done for the night. A little bit early.
Spoon's frozen. Oh, there we go. It's kind of choppy.
Yeah, it's probably just that's at like 80%.
Could be our internet too. Occasionally our internet just funky.
Internet's not been so good since we had that brownout the other night.
Yeah, you know, I had that too. And
It must have hit everything.
Chris's girlfriend was at T-Bone's, and she said there was like a huge lightning strike. So,
Really? There was lightning?
Yeah,
Maybe it was like a backup coming on or something.
I didn't even see it.
might have been.
Anyway,
I think on there.
we out.
All right, folks.
Lead out?
We're done. We will see you next. You're here next week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, we'll be here next week, Friday,
I don't think
6:30
there's anything keeping me away.
Eastern time. I should be here.
Couldn't keep me away.
So we'll do another 5 cocktails, a couple reviews.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for the tune.
I almost feel like every month we should do like a bar cleaning thing. Because it's not like a full bar where it's like it's that kind of volume, but like I feel like I want to clean this like every month.
I feel like I want to clean
I feel like there needs to be a schedule.
Everyone. Well, yeah, but I cleaned it last week.
Okay. But did you?
I did. I didn't clean the actual rubber mats. I cleaned these 2 mats last week.
Oh, okay, like top.
I just don't know if I cleaned these. I cleaned this. I had to clean this like at multiple times.
I'm sure you had to do that right after New Year's Eve.
Well, yeah, well then I had to clean all the way down through there because it's crazy.